All right, I got to let you know that autumn is in the air. And that's not a woman in a hot air balloon. That's a seasonal time we're in. And it's time to get your body right, trim the hedges before snow comes. And you got to use Manscaped. Yep. Trim up your bag, dog. Get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Theo for 20% off and free shipping. Make your scrotum a priority. Choose Manscaped. Manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. Today's episode is brought to you by that thirsty funeral, baby, Liquid Death. You can go to theovon.com/tour and grab tickets. There's still some tickets available for Chattanooga, Knoxville, Durham, as well, I believe, as Buffalo, New York. We might be adding dates. Return of the Rat Tour. And thank you guys so much. I'm excited to see you soon. Today's guest is a survivor of cancel culture. He pushes the line, or does he? Should anybody have to push the line? Should there be a line? We're going to talk about a lot of things. This man let me stay at his apartment one time when I was dealing with a little bit of addictory behavior. He's long been a fixture in the stand-up comedy community. He's the host of Skeptic Tank. Today's guest is Arishaffir.
You're not interested in going back, huh? I mean, it's probably a deeper question than just like a yes or no.
No, it's interesting, man. Well, everybody started to kind of go.
Yeah. So it's probably different now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, everybody like at COVID. I mean, I guess COVID for you kind of started early in a weird way, you know, because you kind of like had another break, and then everybody else got on this crazy break, and it's like.
Yeah. Rogan was like, you know, LA sucks, it's over, and I'm like, you're just finding that out now?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I left 10 years ago, dude. Yeah, it's full of fucking actors, man. Everybody sucks there.
That's true. Yeah, you've always been kind of that brave in that space to like kind of manage your own time differently. I feel like that's one thing I've always admired about you, is that you always manage your time like in a way where it's not like you're not as succumbed to whatever that little. It's almost like watching a fuse on a dynamite being in LA. It's like you don't really know what you're waiting for, but you're milling around. You feel like you're just in this eternal lobby.
Yeah, somebody told me like the war on drugs and the war on terror are both weird ones, because like you'll never win it. You're never going to get a surrender from drugs.
Yeah.
You know? Like, all right, we'll stop, you know? Same with terror. There might just be like one guy out there, but he's like still like, eh. So it's never over. Same thing with like trying to get fame or whatever the fuck you're chasing in LA. It's like, it's never done.
Yeah.
You're never at the top.
Yeah, you're never at the top. Even as you meet celebrities, you realize there are higher ups, people you admire. They're as scared as anybody, too.
Dude, I've seen like high level like comedians and actors like taking those like needy pictures with other celebrities for Instagram. Like, look at it. I'm like, you're still climbing?
Yeah.
You're not at ease?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, definitely. It's and I think a lot of that's being more exposed kind of these days. I think people see it more, and it's. I think a younger generation, their cameras on. I mean, they have it with them. But I've always really, I think, been envious of the guys that live in New York, or guys that are able to just take a break and be like, all right, I'm going to do this for 4 months. I'm going to be here. You know.
Yeah.
But being here, some things that it's been like, it's given me. Well, I have a chance to have a home for the first time, so I have a house. So that's kind of, it's a little interesting.
Yeah, Big J was talking about that. It was like, can I just live like a human? Yeah. Have I not earned the right now? It's like, not in New York. Nah, dude.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, I don't know if you ever can in New York.
I asked the crowd at Zanies. I was telling some joke about somebody banging with a broom handle on my floor. The downstairs neighbors.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you guys live in apartments? And like 2 people clapped. I'm like, oh, that's right. You guys are humans here. You don't live like fucking rats for way too expensive just for the close, the proximity to Broadway.
Yeah. I don't know what I think about. One thing that's like, what are some things that's interesting about living here? You get into more conversation, like the guy. Sorry, we need to get a table on the other side. We can't get it.
No,
now.
it's all right. I'm joking around.
Oh, you are?
I gotta go with this hand. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because every time we have a guest, I'll watch them literally have to drink like this.
They don't know how to do this.
So we got to get that table. Yeah. We'll just yeah. We don't have two tables. It's erroneous.
It is. You built up this whole studio. You would think the second table would not be the thing holding you back.
Unbelievable. But that's Sean. Sean's our producer, and he does a lot.
Slacker. He's table light.
He's table light, but he's everything else heavy. Yeah. And he looks like George Washington. Look at him.
Let me say, yeah, a little bit. Young George Washington. Remember when they said George Washington could not tell a lie?
Yeah. You believe that?
I did when I was little.
So he had autism. That's all that means, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, he's like Autistic Thunder.
Yeah, he's like that guy Josh at the comedy store. Remember, you're like, am I funny? And he's like, not that funny.
I cannot tell a lie. Your shirt's wrong. He'd always say it too. He'd always be so loud. Like, that chick is hot. I'm like, dude, she's here.
Yeah, and she's like, and she just got a sex change, bro. Let's
She appreciates it.
Bail off the pronouns. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to really rack my brain. Like, what is some things that I think about? One thing that's hard here, that's really hard, is getting stage time. So like, it's almost like if I really want to practice some comedy, I have to go back to LA for a couple weeks and really set up a lot of shows. There's just not a lot of time here.
Your problem too is like you're getting famous now, so like I'm sure it's harder to come by honest workouts.
Yeah, I feel the shows here feel like it does feel like it's a road show kind of sometimes.
I stopped into a fucking Red Band show in Austin.
Yeah, what was that like?
It was great, but I'm like, this is not going to ever be a workout. They're already converted.
Right, it feels like a who's who room.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet down there.
At the stand, you might get some people who like recognize you, but most people are just like, next.
Right. Yeah, LA still feels like that too. Even when I'm there, it's like nothing. Everybody just feels like you're working out comedy.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah,
I guess there's enough big famous people there too, where it's not like super special.
Well, nobody's that special unless you're like J-Lo or.
Is J-Lo doing stand-up now?
Yeah, I don't know, probably.
J-Lo, she's done. Is she dead? She's like 80 now. That's like me. All my references are like big people from like 1997. Oh,
that's the toughest thing about trying to talk to girls. If a girl's like 27 or 28, even, you're like, have you seen this movie?
Dude, I was telling somebody who's in college, I was like graduating, and I was like, hey, throw on Asher Roth, like I Love College.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, Grandpa. I'm like, wait, what? That was after my time.
Yeah, it's hard. I hate to make references. I took a girl on a date one night and I showed her my music app and it was Apple Music. She's like, use iMusic? Like, you don't even have Spotify? And literally every part of me that had any confidence fucking jumped in front of my own vehicle.
Damn.
That's dark.
And you're like, well, yeah, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why are you even here with me?
Yeah,
you're into it, you fucking dumb bitch. Don't act like you're better than this.
What's been going on, man? So you've been. I see you got a new tour going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that post the other day. The one you did, the Brody Stevens, the Swingers tour, or whatever.
That was a tough one.
Oh,
I put it out to the audience. I was like,
know.
rename my tour, and then some of them, I'm like, God damn, you guys, fuck you. But if it's funny, I'll post it. Got to honor the comedy, but
do you feel like you have more of like a carte blanche, like I was watching Louis' special where he's like
Cats?
Louis C.K.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
Louis C.K. So the one online, the one that's on the internet, and he was talking about how once everybody knows what your sexual perversions are, you're kind of free in a way, like he felt so, in a weird way, he felt so free now because he could kind of, his moment, like the world had seen his butthole, his proverbial butthole.
Right, so he didn't have to pretend like he's a gentleman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of the preferred nomenclatures or whatever were disappeared. He could just be the asshole he is if he wants to be. Do you feel like do you feel like you have like, what does any of that feel like? Like, do you feel like you need to put out something edgy now, or do you feel like you can just?
Yeah, some people are like, oh, you're just edgy, but I'm like, no, some of it's edgy. But I do puns also.
Yeah.
I'll do some clean jokes. I like to mix it up, But then the edginess isn't going to make them walk out on me,
right?
Because they're already like, they're there for it too.
Yeah.
You know, anyone who's at a club, at a downstairs basement club or dingy, it's like they're degenerates. They're drug addicts and fucking sexual perverts. They're not going to be fucking, oh, this is too far.
Yeah.
And if they are, they're like, it's all right, man. You weren't supposed to be here. Come back next week. You know?
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, there's always this hypothetical creature that I'm performing to that's not even really in my audience.
Yeah, but you're so worried that they're going to be turned off.
Yeah.
'Cause it's crazy how it holds you back, the guy who's not there. Remember when, like, you remember the old store when there were like 10 people in the audience at like 9:30, like in prime, it was still like no show, really.
And Tommy was doing music and writing sheet music. I remember we walked up one night, he's writing out sheet music. I'm like, this place is not going to do well.
You got to get Tommy on this podcast.
Oh,
you got to fly him out. Yeah.
I would have him out.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
Oh, you were saying...
yeah, but comics will be like, there's no crowd here. And I'm like, you're talking to the people who are here.
Right.
You're talking to the wrong people. Yeah. You're yelling at the empty chairs, but like, they're not going to hear you. It's only the full chairs. Yeah, it's weird how you're worried about, like, you've gone up at the Cellar, right? So everybody's worried about what they're doing at the Olive Tree Cafe instead of like what they might think up there, the people who are going to go to the bathroom, instead of like, this audience is down for anything.
Yeah.
And then you're worried about, like, I don't know, getting out to people who aren't supposed to be listening to it.
Yeah, it's like it is. There's this it's the same thing that keeps you in LA in a weird way. It's a mythological, like, or is it this thing in my head that's always like, man, I always want everybody to like me. So
yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's that, so you worry about the ones who don't or might not.
Right.
But
because it used to be manageable when you were a kid and you're like in your group at school or something, and like you could see maybe the one or two kids. It was more manageable.
Yeah, but back then too, it was like you had to have a reason to not like somebody. They had to do something wrong to you.
Right.
You know. And then at some point when you hit college or something, you're like, oh, I can just not like people.
Yeah.
And then you realize like they can just not like me. It's all right. But it is cool. I changed to the point where I'm like, the ones who would like hate that style of comedy, fun, like offensive or like just on the line, you know, I started to like, and the fans too, started to enjoy their anger instead of being worried about it.
Did you?
Yeah, because we're such a fucking dork. Yeah. It's great. And everyone's having a good time. You know, you ever had a show and you get some guy like mad at you? I did a 9/11 joke a couple weeks ago in Providence, and I'm just getting back into like really enjoying stand-up. I'm not preparing for anything, so I'm like, I got material, but like, there were like 6 kids from Brown University in the front row. So I'm like, fuck the material for a second. Let me fuck around, you know?
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
And some guy on the 9/11 joke was like, hey, fuck you, man. And I was like, what's the matter? And he was like, your delivery's off. And then I was like, what do you mean? Like the speed at which I'm talking or like the material?
Yeah.
He was like, the material? I'm like, it's not really delivery. It's more content, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's DiGiorno, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, get your shit together.
But it's like, I was like, you must be extra mad that everybody else is enjoying it.
Yeah.
And like those people, everybody here's laughing. The comic or whatever is prepared to make these people laugh.
Right.
They're enjoying it. And you're not just not enjoying it, you're angry.
Yeah.
It's like, of course I'm going to laugh at you. You fucking dorks. And there might be thousands of them, but it doesn't matter. They're dorks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
it's so fun.
It's like, wow, like that's also a choice too, that if I'm sitting there and because I've sat in a place where everybody's enjoying something and I'm the angry one.
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, that's like my childhood, for example. So it's like everybody, it's like that's a choice I'm making as an adult though too. It's like I want to stand here in this quicksand and complain about the flooring kind of, you know?
It is weird. It is weird. We're in a society now. Like somebody brought up Winston Churchill or Gandhi or something. Somebody's like, and then like, I don't know what it was, but someone's like, or Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And like, you know, she wasn't all good. She did this and this wrong. And I'm like, man, everyone's giving accolades to this person. Your first thought is to the bad. And not even as a joke. Like that's what you go to all the time.
Well, that's the media too these days, man.
Yeah.
It's almost a perfect example. Like anybody does anything and they want to, all documentaries have to expose anybody that ever did anything good. It's like documentaries have to expose them. Like,
Woody Allen documentary.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it's like, really, it's like, wouldn't you just focus on his movies? Isn't that the good thing he did?
Yeah, there's something that it's just, I don't know if it's just like we want to bring everybody down or that it's just that's become such a marketable thing. Yeah,
I guess that's what it is. But it's like, it's only because it's like a big thing, you know, you can get hits off it. So like nobody's like doing a documentary about I don't know who about you, you know, and it's like, yeah, he might have the successful podcast right now, but you know, when he was in high school, he fucked a fat chick.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't know about the fat chick. It wasn't always this
Yeah,
Theo.
maybe you weren't at the lakefront one night with him, you know? And we bought some bad weed and kept smoking it to pretend we were fucking didn't waste our money.
Pass it, dude. Yeah. Interview your high school friends, like, yeah, we kept waiting for him to pass it, and then he didn't pass it.
Yeah.
And then he went back into that room with that fat chick.
He's going to hell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's but do you feel like you have? Do you feel like? I guess I wonder. Do you feel like more free or less free, kind of after like you had everything happen, or do you just feel? Does it even matter anymore?
That's just one of the times that's happened. It's
Yeah.
just like the latest, or like the ones that other people saw. But like, there's plenty of other ones where everybody, like I did, fucking made fun of. Well, today's 9/11. You're already seeing the. I mean, this will air later, I guess, but like you see that, or last week in 9/11 happened.
Yeah, yesterday.
And everyone's posting about themselves, you know, and making it about themselves. Like, I remember where I was, and I'm like, it's just so funny to me.
What if Ran Azizi's having a tough day? You think it's
every year, for sure, every year. I have a tough day. Just seeing the hacky jokes come at Ran Azizi, like around me, I'm like, God damn! Everyone thinks they're so fucking original. And I'm like, dude, I've heard it 1,000 times. Ugh, yeah, I'm sure he's having a tough day.
Did you feel like it?
But I mean, like, here's what I was gonna say. I posted one about Kenny Rogers. Mm-hmm. Just like he died.
Roasters guy.
Yeah, I called him a racist. That's why he wouldn't have fried chicken, only roasted chicken and stuff. And you get all these middle-aged people like, you fucking suck. Fuck you. How dare you? You know. And it's like there's little cancellations everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is why you'll never have a stand-up special. And I'm like, I have a few. What are you talking about?
We were watching some of your clips yesterday, man. I'm trying to think of the bit that I was watching about. It was in the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it just went up about a month ago, but it was...
Oh. That Miami building falling down?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, dude.
It was funny, man. It was a great, dude. I was sitting there laughing with my friend.
I hit it early. My mom told me about it. I was like, I don't know what you're talking. I don't read the news anymore. My mom was
funny.
like, she's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then she told me, and then I started just doing bits about it.
Yeah.
I remember a tell right when I moved to New York. No, before that, he was like, he did a joke about that Austrian guy who had a sex dungeon. Who had kept the mom and the mom's kid down there. He kept like a few people, and he built a sex dungeon in his castle or something. And he had a prisoner in there.
Oh, I believe that.
Kind of like the guy from Cleveland, but like high level, you know?
Oh, wow. So like more wealthy?
Yeah, leader of the game.
Joseph Fritzi's dungeon.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Attell was like, hey, this joke won't go over for very long. But he's like, I got 3 weeks when people are like still know the news story. And he's like, that's his job, is to like milk that news story.
Yeah.
I love that. So like, yeah.
Oh, wow. That guy's a real dark artist right there.
He's a real dark artist, dude. Look at him. Yeah. He looks like Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a real mean crow just landed in his brain.
Yeah, he would stab you and let the life fall out of you, and he would never change that face.
Yeah.
This doesn't even get me hard anymore.
Yeah. Oh. Sex slave would be so tough to be, I feel. But at a certain point, you would probably just adapt to it, right? I mean, that's the interesting thing about being human or being alive. It's like you will adapt to different things, whether they're good or bad, you will adapt.
I interviewed early on my podcast, Skeptic Tank. I interviewed you've been on there, but I interviewed a couple Holocaust survivors. And
Did
I was
you
like,
really?
Yeah.
Now, is that because I feel like sometimes in the Jewish community team or just you'll be like Holocaust survivor, like this is the last. They keep saying this is the last Holocaust survivor, and it's like, come on, I think we just
keep
saw the
ripping them
last
out.
one.
Like, what are you talking about? It's like the Undertaker wrestling. You keep getting another Undertaker, another Robin. Every time Batman's
That's what
Robin
I feel like.
does.
I feel like sometimes they keep bringing out like this is him, you know, and it's just he's not even Jewish. It's just
like,
a guy.
Dude, if I checked Obama's birth certificate, I'm gonna have to check your birth certificate. Where were you? Where were you born?
Let's look at some docs. But go on, you.
Anyways, how did you deal with it every day? And they were both like, you get used to it pretty fast. You just become like, this is your reality.
Wow.
It's just like, and look at COVID too. It's just like it became the reality.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Did you find that whenever you ran into like, was it weird that the people knew you online, but in person did you run into people that weren't angry at you and had no idea? Like you'd walk past some Laker fans, they didn't care, but online,
nobody cares in person.
Right.
Online is so different. You've seen
so
comedians
weird.
where they're like normal in person and then online they're fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, what? But then you meet him again in person. And you're like, oh, you're still a normal guy. Like, who's that guy?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, no, nobody ever in person. Remember the Amazing Racist stuff?
Yeah,
So
totally.
I've been dealing with death threats.
Remember we worked on that thing because we did that ShamWow thing.
Oh, yeah,
together
yeah.
with
That's
Vince
right.
Offer.
Yeah,
in
we
that
did
movie.
new ones.
We were in that bad movie together
with award-winning actor Adrian Brody.
Yeah, bro, can you believe that?
He played second fiddle to us.
Well, he played it in The Pianist. I think he played piano, but he was, God, that movie was good. But, dude, that movie that we were in was the worst movie ever.
The worst movie ever.
And then he
0%
remade it, and it was the worst movie.
He was like, no, I don't accept that. Like ABBA, when they were released here, they're like, 3 years later, like, you guys didn't get it. We're going to re-release. And then it caught on. Vince believed in himself.
Oh, Vince believed in himself like no end. That was crazy, man.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pazitsky was like, helped us write.
Yes. Yeah, that was Amazing Racist, man. That's when, because they put that in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, can I use those? I'm like, they're not mine, but like, we can make more.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, let's make more, dude. We went down to the border. It was great. But anyway, I would get tons of death threats early on. I think I was like the first one to really. So that's when I was the first one to also like, these aren't real, you guys.
And that's when you can get real mail, too, probably.
Oh, yeah, phone calls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so listen. So Duncan Trussell, he, I mean, you got to remember like the time.
I got to be on his podcast soon, Duncan, if you're listening.
You're going to be, or you got to
Well,
be?
I keep saying, shouldn't I come on your podcast? Because he came on one time and I owe him. You know, I feel like, and I love talking to him.
Oh, he's great.
God, he's the best. So,
Great. And
anyway.
he's got one ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
the sack still holds. So I've touched it. So it's like sack like this, you know? And then if you touch one, it just goes. And the other one, it's like full.
Oh, that's like if you lost your limb in an accident or something, somebody can still sometimes like tickle you on it.
No, it's not a phantom. It'd be like if they took out your bones from your arm, and then your arm would still hold like straight down, and then it'd be all like spaghetti. Oh. It's just an empty sack.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, like you're holding a grocery bag and you take out the groceries from the top.
But it still stays?
Still holds the shape.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Tastes
almost
good.
romantic, it feels like.
Yeah. What was I going to say about Duncan? Yeah. So early on, so he had put on. So when those Amazing Racist stuff, it was a National Lampoon sketch, and somebody ripped it, put it on the internet, early YouTube, and people were like, "What the fuck is this?" You know, everyone was like, "What?" And then, so if you Googled my name, the first thing that came up was Duncan's old website, artisticterrorist.com. Yeah, and he said like, prank call my friend Arishaffir. Here's his number. The best prank calls, I'll send you $10 or something like that. If prank call. So if you Google my name, you didn't have to click on it. It just said Arishaffir 323-656, whatever the number was back then. 6225, or was that the store? I forget. But anyway, and so then like you Googled so I just started getting phone calls, one after another.
No
like,
way.
I'll build a deck in your ass, Holmes. Yeah, it was at first I was worried. For real, I was worried a little bit. But after like 4 or 5 months, it's like, this is dumb. This is never going to do anything. It's just online. It's just gamers.
And the internet was so good then, too, when you could do so. There was so much more propensity for weird shit, man.
So Nick Mullen pointed this out to me. We're both trolls from like a long time ago. Started up message boards and like, you couldn't just like, do you remember A Special Thing?
A Special Thing?
Yeah, it was an alt comedy message board. And they started writing about comedians. It was the first time comedians were being reviewed.
No.
And it was mostly like...
Was it Seth Segan or whatever that fucking guy's name was?
way before that. It was still very positive. And they would just like try to review shows. And mostly comedy, Death Ray. Yep, Special Thing. They did some CDs eventually.
Wow. A comic's comic. That is him.
Yeah, it wasn't him. He was just probably reporting on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. 2016. He's probably still a good writer back then. But like... anyway, so I'd go on there and you start an account. But you can't just start a fake account. They see 0 posts and your first one is like, I don't know, who were their heroes back then? Like Patton Oswalt is not as good as you think. It's like, come on, man, you're clearly trolling.
You're just showing
up. You're just, and I don't care about anything. The troll doesn't have any allegiance to what he's saying. The troll is just here to anger you.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like get an account going and like post like for like a couple months of like, I love Patton Oswalt. I love Brian Posehn. The new Louis C.K. joke is great. Oh,
Yeah, things
have you
are
seen
going
this?
well.
Yeah, have you seen this comic? He's so funny.
Gore. How about Gore?
Yeah. Bush is bad, huh?
Yeah.
Or whatever they need. And then you start with the negative. It's so great, but it would take us a lot of work to really get a good troll.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, all right, he's a troll too. He's like, all right, this is the golden age of trolling. Now you can just put out one thing and reach like 1 million people.
Yeah.
It's the best time to make people angry over nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and now it's like people are just waiting, and now the longevity of things it's not even there. I mean, it's gone so fast. It almost is, sadly, it's like even if you die, it's like that used to be a thing. I remember like when a famous person would die, we'd be at school and be like, man, this shit is heartbreaking, you know? Like I remember I told people Jay Leno died one time. We were going on like a camping trip for 4 days, and so nobody knew that he didn't. So I was the only
Pre-internet,
one.
you can get a good rumor going.
So for 4 days, man, people were bummed out. You know?
Nice.
And it was just trolling in real time. I was hugging people. We were just talking about doing impersonations. I would use it to hug the fucking hot chick. I'm like, it's so sad about Jay Leno. And she's like, who are you?
Come on, give me the hug you owe it to me. I know someone who died.
One girl made me only hug her from the back because she said I pressed my body against hers too hard from the front.
But then you could just touch her tits. From
the
back.
But she would kind of move my arms down the side by her arms. It was pretty sad. Yeah.
It was trying to get a rub.
Yeah, she made me be like a seal almost. It was almost like putting seals in line. But
it's like when you get a stripper and she's dancing on you, you go to like, she's like, no touching. You're like, yeah, but you could understand why I would, though, right?
Totally.
That's not like unheard of.
Immediately I turn into a lawyer if there's a stripper on your lap. But you see
the situation. There's a bit of entrapment on your part. I mean, you are gyrating on my hard dick. That's the best, dude. Like when they did find out that Jay Leno's still alive, you're like, well, now enjoy this time.
Yeah,
you have a second lease on life with Jay Leno.
But the best, the best thing is, I should have just. But then when they found out, there was no way for them to text you like, "Hey, Jay Leno's alive." Like, it was just you laying at home. Just
knowing you have to know it's going to pay off and you're not going to be there for it.
It was this like very Mozartian type of thing where you or like almost like when Andy Dufresne's just sitting in the place and you still hear the record player playing and the world's beating on the door and he's just listening to that music, you know, in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
Those were the days, but now that is gone. And it's just a complete attack.
Plus, there's cameras everywhere too, so you can't even do crimes. Bad. It's a different time. You gotta figure out the ways to handle it.
I got to tell you, you've used a phone before. Some people never used a phone. Some people don't even have hands on their body. But after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service starting at $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after speaking with them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile, they got the secret sauce. They're the first company to sell wireless service that's online only. For people looking for extra savings, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless just $15 a month. Cut out the retail store. Direct to consumer, that's how it's so cheap. All plans come with unlimited talk and text and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. If you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. Good. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Theo. That's mintmobile.com/THEO. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Theo. Is there something interfering with your happiness? And I'm not talking about your wife or husband. I'm talking about something inside of you. Do you have something in you that just won't stop? Is it some worm? You got that worm. Well, BetterHelp. They can help. They'll assess your needs. They'll get you help. The kind you need. Do you need someone to chat with? Do you need someone to speak with on Zoom? How do you need it? Do you live in a community where you don't want to go over there by a sandwich shop and see a therapist because they also work at the coffee shop, sandwich shop, coffee, cold coffee? Well, tighten it up. Use BetterHelp. It's available for clients worldwide. You get timely and thoughtful responses. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. More affordable than traditional offline counseling. Financial aid is available. Go to betterhelp.com/THEO. That's BETTERHELP.com/Theo. Get 10% off and start living a happier life today. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and this past weekend listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Theo.
In college, I remember somebody asking me, like, you know when you know somebody, but then you never fully learn their name, but you've known them too long to ask?
Oh, yeah.
And so, like...
I remember him, but I don't know him.
Yeah, so if somebody goes like, hey, who is that about you? Right? I'm like, what's his name again? I'm like, I would always be like, that's John. And then they would go to you, Theo Vaughn. They'd be like, and then they make a point to say your name because they just learned it. They'd be like, hey, John, how you doing, buddy? All right, see you later, John. You do that for like a day or two until you'd be like, no, I'm Theo, man. And then they come running back to you like, why did you tell me his name was John? And you're like, right? I bet it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. There's something about having like mild anarchy like that. Like there was something that doesn't exist anymore, and you can't lie about yourself anymore. That's one of the worst things.
You can't what?
You can't lie about yourself anymore. You used to be able to be like, yeah, I'm going to, I'm doing medical school, or I was an orphan, or I have a twin brother I've never met. You used to be able to like create an ambiance, albeit false or whatever. You used
had comics who would like say, like, when I started the store, it was like the internet wasn't fully going yet. It was a couple years away, and they're like, I'm famous on the East Coast. And you're like, oh, cool. Or I played football at this college. Yeah. Within a year or two, you're like, I can look up stats from every college football team of all time, and I don't see Parisi in there. So like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, why you didn't have any stats for the whole year?
Parisi.
And he's like, the kick is up. You gotta get unverifiable lies, bro. It wasn't your fault.
No. What? I'm trying to think of some things that I would tell back then. A lot of it I felt like, because I was so embarrassed about where we lived and stuff, I would just say...
you're poor, right?
Yeah, so I would just say things to people. Like, it was always to girls, I'm just... my family, we were displaced or something. Because that was one thing about Louisiana, you could easily get displaced. Like
from what, hurricanes?
Hurricanes, rodent trees, something like that. It usually like we had a lot of crazy rodent tree in our area, and we had a lot of hurricanes. So it was like...
Rodent tree? Rode in the tree?
Rodent tree.
What do you...
Animalia. Not Narnia.
What?
What's the big animal? Nutria rats.
And then what do they
so
do?
If people homes got too infested or infected, then you had to.
And then you just give up your home?
Yeah, so we'd be like,
they'd win?
We had a nice dude, yeah.
You ever eat one of those?
No, I never eaten them.
Swamp rats.
But we got a great question actually that came in for you.
Look at this loser. You can't take it. Dude, why are you wearing your mask on your chin? Just take it off. If you want to make a fucking splash, dude.
Yeah.
Unless he has a gross chin, then I guess leave it on.
Yeah, he's got that. He could be hiding beard chin. I think this guy looks handsome, honestly. No homo, bro.
Dude, you can't really compliment people. It doesn't really work that way.
Why? You can. It's so easy. I think this guy's handsome.
Nah, his nostrils are too big.
Yeah, you're right, man. This guy's got so many problems.
I used to love doing that with Tebow and Tripoli and who was that chick that was on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue cover? Big tits.
Claudia Schiffer?
No, way later. And then she got a little chubby. She did those like World of Warcraft ads.
Kate Olsen.
Kate Upton.
Yeah,
and they would talk about how hot she was, and I'm like, nah. Like, what do you mean, man? Like, her his chin's off. They get so mad, but it's so much more fun to shit on people.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck this guy. He looks like Down syndrome.
What?
Go ahead, Down syndrome. Let's see if you can get your question out clearly.
If this guy's Down syndrome, he's the Romeo of Down syndrome.
He's crushing it. Yeah. He is crushing Down syndrome chicks.
Yeah, this is guy's Down syndrome.
Yeah. I'm going to eat your ass.
Let's hear it.
What's up, Theo, Nick, Ari? Question for you.
Is he jerking off?
What was it like living in Ecuador this year? And did you happen to eat any cuy, aka guinea pig?
This guy's Latino, the way he said it.
Mm-hmm. Gang, go Lakers.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck the Lakers. That wasn't a real championship, you cunt. How dare? Oh my God, you fucking spraying it on me. All right, first of all, I'll let you apologize for making fun of the fucking head chin scarf before. I realized what you were doing now. You were trying to hurt me, and it worked, bro. And it worked.
Did you think he was being hurtful there? I felt like he was being kind of like
jabby, hurtful, fun.
Really?
Wonderful. Yeah, he knows
but I
hate
think
the
in
Lakers.
in another way, he cares. He wanted to send in a question. He did care.
Yeah.
And he's not being mean. I feel like are a lot of Lakers fans forgiving to you if have anybody said?
Well, generally, Laker fans are dumb. They're like not an intelligent species, you know.
Really?
Yeah. You'll see them with the flags all the time, but then when they're bad, they took the flags off because they don't really support the team. You know,
yeah.
they're just kind of morons who need something to believe in.
Yeah.
Because they don't have good lives, good jobs, good families. Their wives are ugly generally, and so it takes some making up. You know,
Yeah.
so they lash out. But this guy seemed cool. I don't know.
So they lash out. That's a great question, though, and that's really what it's based on. Is that, man? Did you have any?
I did have cuy a bunch of times. It's guinea pig. It's in the Andes, in the Ecuadorian Andes, and I think maybe Peruvian. So I went for COVID too. I went to Ecuador for 6 months.
Yeah.
I just fucking same as you, but like I went somewhere else.
Did you what were some things that were real nice about being out there?
First of all, the cuy, the guinea pig was so fucking. It was like duck. It was so
really?
fucking good. And I mean, you'd have it at truck stops. You'd have it at nice restaurants. But it's just this whole thing splayed out like this, and like, they leave their teeth on.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, I would just destroy it.
really?
Yeah, it took
Do you
like
put it in a chili or something, or chile?
no, you can, but you put a spit in it, and then it just like turns, and it's just like straight through his ass, through his mouth.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I used to sell them growing up. That shit is harrowing. I know that's one of the reasons why you asked too.
Oh, it was so fucking good. But this other shit too.
Imagine that putting anything in their butt like that. I guess when they're deceased, probably they do it, huh?
Yeah, they're already dead. Because we saw a bunch of them like kind of skinned, but the skin is so hard. Man, it was so good.
And what are they doing with the furs? Are you seeing things that they're doing with the furs?
No, I didn't, but they probably sell them or something, or make like shit out of it. Like they're poor there, so.
Yeah, can you look up cuy fur for us?
Yeah, I don't know
Cuy
why
fur
I didn't
uses?
see that. But it was just being away from the American news.
Was that really nice?
I didn't find out who won the election for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
wow.
It was a leaked
We
text.
never found out.
Yeah, I didn't know that till later. I'd be like to Jay, I was like, hey, don't tell me who won the election. He goes, well, it's nobody. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, I was still figuring it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's it, top left. It's so fucking
and
fucking
what they
good.
put under it? Melon or something?
Put whatever you want under. Oh, that's these cheese things. It's like cheese potato things. I forget what they're called now.
How was the food down there? I mean, this is I can't
So
believe they
fresh,
eat this.
so delicious. So this is a delicacy, cuy.
So this is a wealthy man's treat.
It's like $20, $25.
See,
So
that's
you
what
can't-
breaks my heart. Then
What? Yeah. Not every,
Just-
but like truck stop people could have it. You could do a quarter, you know, but not every day. Although some people like just caught their own. They're everywhere.
oh really?
Anthony Bourdain was like, when he went down, I didn't see it, but I heard he did a episode there, and he was like, "This could solve world hunger, man. Just get over the fucking second grade shit when you saw them when they were cute. It'd be great."
Yeah, that's the part I think is the tough part because they're almost like a pony, just really compromised into a really small space.
What I got lucky in is
like a ground pony.
first I had one, and then I went to the equator goes through there, and they have this little setup, and they're really good about education about all the different indigenous people there and all the different parts of their country,
In
from the
Ecuador?
Galapagos to the Amazon to the mountains and different just tribes and stuff. And so in this exhibit, they had a bunch of guinea pigs, and they were like, "This is part of the Andean tradition and stuff like that." But I already eaten it. But man, those guinea pigs were so fucking cute that I don't know if I could have after I saw those guinea pigs.
They're so beautiful, man. I mean, that's the thing. That's one thing I think that's real fascinating about them. And a lot of where I'm from, they use them to teach you about your grandparents. A lot of people, if your grandparents getting sick, your family get you a guinea pig, and then the guinea pig dies, and that's how you learn about
And then
death.
the grandparents like, "Oh, that's gonna happen to me."
Yeah.
What?
Or the parents will say, "This is going to happen to Grandpa." You know.
Oh, to the kids.
Yeah, it's like it's a little gateway to death, a little stair step. Can you Google in on the cute one? Can you just look at that cute picture of him? There we go.
I wonder if that's
I mean, look at that.
Punio, Peru.
I mean, look
Consider it
at
a
that.
delicacy. Yeah, it's
Now, what's the meatiest part? That back strap, that rump?
underneath the belly.
Oh,
Yeah, the skin is
probably where
so
it keeps all
hard
its
that you
hopes
really
and
can't.
dreams too, where it keeps its thoughts.
Yeah, I gotta have a family. I'm gonna giddy family. And you're like, you ain't.
Oh, this one like tribal music. What if you ate it and you knew what they liked? You know, wouldn't that be
What
crazy?
they were into. Yeah, I would like if you really wanted to go delicacy, you find their family, keep them alive while they let them watch you eat. They're dead. The provider.
And that right there is Arishaffir. That is a perfect example of Arishaffir, of going to a level that you would put one under a bright lamp. He's sitting there. He
Tape his eyelids open. Dad, no.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
So like no news, none of the anger when they did the fucking.
Now, did you have a phone on you?
Yeah, but with an Ecuadorian number.
Right.
So I could check in online. I would do Zoom podcasts here or there. It wasn't as like away as I'd really like to be, but still, like, they don't give a fuck about. Like, I try to avoid the newspaper to see if I could not like find out the election. But then I did see a newspaper and it wasn't reported.
Wow.
It's like not their country. Why would they care? So like none of the shit. What's that song? The only news I need is a weather report. Who is that? Not Bell and Sebastian. No, it's fucking that duo.
Dan and Shay?
Not Dan and Shay. I just met Shay though. He's a nice guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
They did a song with Justin Bieber that I really like, actually.
Yeah, that's it. Simon and Garfunkel. But it's just about like it's the only living boy in New York. That's right. It's just like that lyric. Like the only news I need is the weather. This is the only thing that's gonna help me. Is it nice out?
Oh,
like,
that's a good point.
The rest is just someone's just like, can you believe? You want to get angry? Watch this thing. You want to be like,
oh, it totally is. So then, why do we do it then? Why do we go for the? Why do we
anger?
Yeah. Why do if I know?
Yeah.
And Jordan Peterson says he thinks a lot of this is just we're unable to. It's so strong now, like the way it's packaged, the way it's put together. It's in the phone, it's in the screen. It's like it's so addictive that we can't escape. But it's tough because it's like sometimes I will make the choice. I know if I look at this, how I'm gonna feel.
Yeah.
And I'll still do it.
But it's like when like you ever hear somebody talk shit about you? Somebody's like, hey, so and so is saying so, and it's like, it's of course gonna make you mad, and it should. But it's also like, why are you telling me that, dude? Why would you tell me about gossip? That's not supposed to be to me.
Right.
That's you guys talking about me. Like, why did you share it? You're just going to make me feel bad. It's not like, hey, watch out, that guy's reporting to your boss. You better do something about it.
Right.
It's like, I can't even do anything about it. It's like, so what? It's like you're the asshole for spreading it.
Yeah.
Remember that guy who fucking spread Tony Hinchcliffe's like a joke that he like riffed on this comic, and he was like making fun of him, and then the guy's like, this is hurtful to the Asian community, and then he spreads it to fucking from 70 people to 70 million, and you're like, then why are you hurting the Asian community, you cunt?
Yeah. Or it's the same thing when like somebody will say a certain word they're not supposed to say. Somebody will drop the M-bomb
sure
or do something, or Kike or something. Is that's the bad one?
No, it doesn't have the same.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, dang. Well, they got to tell us that, dude. We would use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
for kike.
Yeah.
Everybody, free reign. Go for kike.
Okay.
It's back.
But it's like, it's back.
Not a single. I mean, I don't know when the last time a Jew would have been upset about kike.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. We got to let people know that. Write that down.
Yeah.
Sean.
Interest rates. Don't say interest rates.
Yeah.
Kike, go for it.
But it's like, but then here's the messed up part. The group making the article, they're the ones then spread. It's like they're the ones spreading and then profiting off of it. That's what always burns me. It's like you're just telling people this so you can make money. You're the one really telling everyone.
Yeah, Gia Tolentano, this writer, she used to write for Vulture, I think. One of those like things that makes everybody angry, you know. And she wrote this great book, Trick Mirror, and it's all about internet culture and stuff like that. And she goes, people used to get mad at me for the articles I wrote, not understanding that my editor told me to write articles that would make people mad.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
To get you angry enough to come back to this fucking magazine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Stephen A. Smith does it good. I've heard stories from the production there of Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and those guys that they have no idea what they're even saying anymore. They are literally just putting out as many clips as they can of controversial stuff.
Controversial, yeah. You want that for it to go.
Yeah. Well, I remember whenever you had the thing with the Lakers with the Kobe thing, were you shocked at how some comics treated you or behaved towards you or responded?
Yeah, at first, but I mean, like, you can't really be upset when you try to troll people and you do troll them, you know, and you get them to be upset.
Oh,
I mean, like,
interesting.
I like to root against the Lakers, but like, it's just sports, you know. I don't really care.
Right.
But I've been shitting on the Lakers for 20 years since they started killing shows in LA during the playoffs. I'm like, fuck the Lakers.
Oh, that's a good point.
I started really reveling in the fucking hatred of them.
Oh, that would be the worst too, dude. That happened to me a couple times. We're like, oh yeah, we're not going to do it tonight because they made it to a game 5.
And I'm like, it's game fucking 4 and they're up 3-0 and it's the first round. Like, come on, you fucking fair weather cunts. Come out to the Comedy Underground place like
the
that.
Lakers, I will say, it seemed like it's just too stacked. I don't like these stacked teams.
They're
whole
fucking
thing.
collusion for sure. Fuck them. This whole bought team now. That's a fake championship last year. It was an AAU fucking championship. Nobody respects that as a real championship 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
But yeah, it's like but then at first I was like, God damn, you guys, come on. Don't you know it's just a comic making a joke? Like, what are you doing? Why would you take this stance? But then you're like, step back. You're like, no, I got you. I mean, you got angry at me trying to make people angry at a fucking easy thing.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I was thinking about that last night. It's weird when you walk the line because you want to get people upset, but you don't want to get them
so upset that they're like. So like a couple line crosses to me were like, you know, it's like they call like not me, but like other people. They call my manager at home, like we're come fuck you up.
Yeah, goddamn. It was always Latinos too, dude.
Yeah, or blacks or whatever, but or just dumb Laker fans. It's like no one from London gave a fuck about that, you know. And they were like, huh? I mean, if I'm gonna fight in front of Rooney or something, they'd be like, well, don't do that, you know. But it's just like, yeah, I triggered you. But I did enjoy that all these comics were like, if you don't like a joke, just leave the room. It's not that hard. And then they got one that triggered them, and then they didn't know how to just leave the room. They had to take the stance of some jokes go too far. For the first time in their lives, they were like, some jokes go too far. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like I exposed them into hypocrites. It was great. I really enjoyed it.
And that's what I was thinking yesterday, because I even watched like a reaction that I had to when it happened. And I was like, yeah, I was trying to make, and it's different because I feel almost differently now. You watch it back, it doesn't even have like the same.
It doesn't have the panache, right? So people are like, too soon. I'm like, well, no, if you wait too long.
Which is always the issue with timing of jokes. Just like you're saying with Chappelle, like with Dave Attell. And Dave obviously is a big name for good comedians. I just realized that, Chappelle and Attell.
Oh, yeah.
Regular name like Dave gets
Dave
you
Chappelle, Dave Attell, Dave Taylor. The top three.
There you go.
Top three Daves, yeah.
David Duke also.
David Duke, one of the great leaders of
great early troller.
Yeah, he was like, no, I actually love Jews and blacks. I just say shit. It gets me votes for sure. I like wearing white. What can I do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I even put this on late September. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to.
Yeah, after, like, yeah.
But no, that's one thing. Looking back, I was like, this is also fascinating because it's like it made me wonder. Well, what choices am I making and talking about because I'm scared of repercussions? What choices am I making and talking about because
do you get involved with the mob? Because like the mob is like, well, let me go with them. I might not agree, but let me just walk the line.
And there's a safety in that too. There's a safety in that, dude. I remember they had a news thing that came out like a few years back about me. It was just about, it wasn't anything real bad, but it wasn't anything bad really. It was just something about my life. And it was on, I remember being at the gym and seeing on the ticker on the bottom of like, it was a slow news day.
Yeah.
And they had my name on there.
That's cool.
And I was like, oh my God, everybody, but it was so scary to me.
What did they say? You had a fake mullet? You're tying it on? You've been clipping on your mullet for years? You're like,
they said, sewing it in. Sean comes over with Betsy Ross and sews it into the back of my head.
It's like, we gotta get it ready. I'm like, RR, you can't mention this, by the way. Sorry. Dude, I was in Thailand at this fucking hippie place once, and some lady sold tie-on dreads for white people so they could live the life for the week that they were there. Yeah.
But then here's the crazy part. So whoever buys those and puts them on, they get in trouble for cultural appropriation. But the business of it just keeps
totally
on
fine.
booming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who do you think sells those Black Lives Matter shirts? It's just some white dude. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm making this in Indonesia. And I'm fucking cashing in. But yeah, so how'd you feel when you saw your name in the ticker, or what happened?
I felt overwhelmed. I remember calling a publicist, this guy Rob Greenwald, great guy.
That's my guy.
Is it? Yeah. Rob's a great guy, man.
He's a great guy.
Well, Rob, I remember, dude. I just now remembered. I saw him out. He went to see your Jew taping of Jew. You were running at the Comedy Store, and I saw him right after, and he's like, "I'm Jewish, man," and I love. He was just saying how much he loved your special. I just remembered that. But anyway, so yeah. I just remember just texting him or emailing him and like, dude, I just make it stop. I don't want. Here's what it was. It was too much stuff that was out of my control happening at once.
Yeah.
That I had no control over, like little articles. And it was about dating. I dated like a Real Housewives lady, right? And so it was just a slow news day. So for some reason, it was just. But I remember being in the gym and seeing it go on the ticker, and I'm like, what? Isn't there a stock or something?
That's how you found out about it?
That's supposed to be on there? Yeah.
Wow.
And then and then it was all over, and I remember texting my manager, Itai Rice, and this guy, and Rob Greenwood, just being like, guys, can you make it stop? And it wasn't even bad, but it was just something that was so out of my control. And I feel like for me as a comedian, you always want to be able to control your little world, and that's what's so scary about the media and the way things are nowadays, is that there's these other tidal waves sometimes that you have to be willing to fucking ride.
Yeah, you have to like sit back on like if you want to poke a bear, you can't be that mad when the bear swings back, you know, because that's.
And I'm too afraid, I think. Whereas you're like a Kelly Slater. I feel like you're willing to be out there on the wave.
Yeah. Like I didn't like all the negative stuff, but like the act on itself, that troll was maybe my best one. I mean, I brought a city to its knees.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So like it would have been nice if it was 2 weeks after my special taping instead of 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah.
But like. I crushed that town, dude. I fucking crushed that town, and I crushed all of LA comedy. Yeah. I exposed them for the fucking garbage hypocrites with no integrity that they are.
Yeah.
With just a pinprick of negativity on my own account, and you just watch them spread it. Oh, it was the best one. It was the best one.
Well, sometimes you need help. Where do you get it? Where do you find it? I'll tell you where. Fiverr. Yep. You need somebody to do some digital art, some digital media. You need post-production, pre-production, anything. You need a data wizard that can turn spreadsheets into insights. You need voice actors. What do you need? Fiverr can help. Yep. I've used Fiverr. We needed some freelance artists to work on stuff for merchandise. Bam. Fiverred it up. Fiverr's global network of on-demand freelance talent is here to help. Whether you're launching your first business or scaling your current business. Yep, from graphic design, copywriting, marketing, web programming, film editing, scoring music, all of it. 24/7 customer service. Find a freelancer. Check out Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Receive 10% off your first order by using code Theo. Find all the digital services you need in one place, Fiverr.com/code Theo. Sorry, that's code Theo. Again, that's Fiverr.com, code Theo. It's good to see the men back out there. And I'm not talking about Civil War reenactments. What I'm talking about is DraftKings.com football. Men doing football. The official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. That's right. It's simple. Just pick your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. Feel the NFL action like never before with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes, millions of dollars. Download the DraftKings app now and use code Theo. This week, new customers can get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Enter code Theo to get a free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit. That's code THEO, only at DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. How long did it take you to get over, like, because I'm sure there was discomfort with it too. I mean, yeah. I felt discomfort just because I just remember, like, is this so out of his control that it has to be harrowing in a bit?
Yeah, it was weird because, like, we're comics, right? So anytime something like that happens, we want to express it and, like, make jokes about it. But then it was like they were doing this thing where they were taking my Twitter feed and they'd be, like galvanizing on there and, like, doxing other people in my life. That's where they put my manager's number and address on there. And I'm like, what? And so Rob was like, dude, you gotta take that tweet down. You gotta, like, they're using it to attack others. And I'm like, God damn. So you had to, like, make stuff private. But, like, I want to just keep going back at him because who gives a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Duncan was like, you should, like, make a bunch of stuff. So, like, they threw a basketball through my window.
Just keep getting make it crazier and crazier. Yeah. Like Tim Dillon, dude. That would have been perfect if Tim Dillon was really on his hype train or really was on his horse.
Yeah.
Because he's so good at just carrying stuff out into the ether, you know?
Yeah, we did have a fun one. Me and Bert and Tom, and we were all talking about it, and Rogan, and then we were like laughing about it and stuff. Privately laughing about it, publicly he's called it worse than 9/11 and the fucking hurricane.
Is that what Joe said?
No, Bert.
Oh, Bert did?
It's something terrible like 9/11 or a tsunami or Kobe Bryant's death. You're like, you fucking idiot.
But in LA, it feels like that.
I know,
it
in
really
LA.
is. It's their Hurricane Ida. It's like it really is.
And
like
they did not like you bring it up. That fuck. Remember when Phil Mickelson was great but hadn't won a major, and it was like that thing,
Yeah.
that rape thing. That rape thing was the thing. So that's what you poke at. But like they hate you bringing it up.
Yeah.
They hate you bringing it up. They'll go after anybody who does. That chick from Westworld mentioned it, and they fucking went after her so fucking hard. That Rappaport dude fucking went after her so fucking hard until she had
Rappaport's a freaking snake, dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he's a man.
Whatever. That's what he is.
It's what he is.
Yeah.
But is he just a troll?
So here's the deal. That's his art form. Right, his art form is to be not a contrarian, but like I'm angry about something.
An instigator almost, or
not
something.
an instigator, but just to be mad about something.
Dang Donald. Yeah, he does that
he'll
whole
walk
thing.
along like
Yeah.
those like a 20-year-old walk. Like I know he looks at that thing and you see him on the screen, but that's a grown man walking on the sidewalk, talking to his cell phone.
Yeah.
So like, but that's his thing, right? So you have to allow him to do his thing. You can't be mad just because the thing got pointed at you.
Right.
Once, he's looking to like shit on things. So like, I went in there.
Yeah, because that's the weird thing when you push that envelope.
I respect it.
Because that's what's so interesting. So you want to get as much hype as you can out of stuff, but when that freaking big, like when the big spin of the wheel really stops right on you, it's almost like it's too much. It's almost just like telling a joke, and it just is too far. It's like because you're always risking telling the joke. That's the line.
Right.
You want to be right there at the line.
Yeah, you want to be right there. But the thing is, so like that guy in Providence who was like, fuck you, it's not funny. To him, it was over the line.
Right.
The rest of the crowd was fine.
Right.
And then you got to think, who's your crowd? So if he tells that at a 9/11 memorial, well, you're going to get a lot more people than who were there in that Providence room.
Right.
They're going to hate me and say that was a terrible joke, shouldn't have done it.
Right.
Louis' fucking Parkland joke. Then it went out to a bunch of people who never should have heard it.
Right.
And like, know your audience. And it's like, yeah. We do know our audience.
Yeah, we do know
it's
our audience.
my Twitter followers or my audience in the room. It's not the people who aren't there.
Yeah.
It's strange, but it's funny too. I don't know. You got to respect people doing their art form. You got to respect people doing what they do. And if one of the things is like hot button topics, and personally, I remember one of my many I've been through these things before, so I'm prepared for it. But one of them, from a special, it was like somebody got mad at me for doing a bit about them, and Eleanor and Diaz were talking. It's like, oh, it was pretty bad. But Diaz was like, yeah, but that's our friend. And then Eleanor was like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's like, end of story. It's our
Right.
buddy. End of story. Like, you don't have to say anything if it's about your buddy. But now we're in this world where it's like, I need to be first to a fucking YouTube.
Comment or people, and then also other people start hitting you up. What do you think about this? So then everybody, there's all like,
Well, they've asked me multiple times about like, to speak about, I'm not even going to say this, but some of the people we know have come up in the news and like offstage stuff.
oh yeah,
And like, when are you going to mention it? And I don't even respond, but the answer is never. That's a friend of mine. That's someone I've shaken hands with.
Right.
Even if I don't hang out with them all the time. What are you talking about? I'm not going to lose my fucking humanity so I can fucking speak to a bunch of strangers.
See, that's interesting because because I'll look back on things. I'm like, why did I really feel like I had to speak?
Why
on
did
that?
you? It's this feeling that'll pass. So you can learn from it and next time not do it, but like, there's you just don't have to.
Yeah.
You just don't have to. I saw,
Yeah, and so I wonder, where does that come from me? Is it like a fear? Is it like, I think it's probably some fear of everybody not liking me.
same thing with posting a Black Lives Matter square. It's like, if you don't, are they going to look at me? Are they gonna be mad? But it's like,
dude, I put up my Black Lives Matter square. I didn't know what to do. I was kind of spooked, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to do a Netflix, and in my head, I'm like, well, if I don't do this, then the Netflix special isn't going to happen. We've already gone down this road. The deal's there. I'll lose it. Then I'm like, they'll take it, and I won't be able to get it back. It's like all of this stuff gets stuck in your head, kind of. And also, I have black friends. I know what's going on. The first time a black woman hits me up and it's like, you did this all wrong, motherfucker. This ain't the right shade
that's
or
why,
something.
exactly. That's why.
And
Shade of black.
I was like,
and you want to be like, no, you're not the right shade of black. You high yellow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
But it's interesting because it makes me look at myself like, yeah, why do I feel the need? Who do I feel like? Do I feel like I have to defend? And then sometimes you also want to be there to kind of defend or help soften some of what the blow is.
Right. So with Tony, I was trying to do that.
That's what I did.
Buddy.
That's what I tried to do too. And even at the end, I remember the thing I was talking about you. I said I didn't. It's what he's going for. So you have to recognize that that's what he's going for. Like the way things land and if it hits that trampoline, then it hits the whole world. It wasn't, I don't know if it's supposed to or not.
Yeah, it was a great one for sure.
Would you do it again, you think? Or did you have
100%.
any? Yeah.
I mean, there's no way I can't, because here's the deal, man. I've committed to this life, and by this life, I don't mean offensive. I mean doing the jokes that I find funny whenever I find them funny.
And that's one thing I really admire about you the most, man.
Thanks, buddy. So if you start considering the repercussions, and not like moral repercussions, I'm not going to go to someone's funeral and do that. That's the wrong place, right? But I'm like, no, I'm doing it to my audience. I can't be worried about if it's going to take. I have a nice life, and I'm completely free.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give that up because I might have more money or be able to do more things. And like, by the way, I took a lie detector on Legion of Skanks. They're like, do you regret the Kobe tweet? I'm like, no.
Oh, I have to go back and watch that.
Absolutely crushed. Yeah. The reaction, maybe. But it would have been nice if people were like, hey guys, that's what a joke is. You have to allow comics to make jokes.
Right. And that's really, I think that's the thing that we should all be saying,
We should all be defending each other. Because we want to tell young comics, we will get your back. If the line moves behind you, we're not talking about actions. We're talking about whatever you're trying to do for a joke. We will have your back, young comics.
Yeah.
We will always say like, and not to say like, hey, I didn't find it funny, but it's right. Leave that shit out. Just be like, yeah, guys, clearly here's the joke. Here's what he's going for.
Right.
Well, did you find it funny? He's like, what's the difference? It's got nothing to do with it. There's plenty of like specials from comics or that aren't funny that I would never mention because it's not offensive, right? So you're not like, this guy's special wasn't good. Like you wouldn't say that. So why would you say it when they're under attack?
Yeah.
It's nutty. I have had a few people apologize to me. A couple like black comics specifically. It was like, hey man,
Godfrey?
No. He's an actor. He's fine. No, he did. He was like, I told you I had to say something. He was not like actually angry.
Right. You know? That's actually a pretty good impersonation of Godfrey too, actually. Dude, it's not bad.
Me and Sam Morril was saying there, he came up to me. I thought he was going to beat me up. Wow. And he was like, I told you I was going to say something. All right, buddy. And then Sam's like, you got to respect the honesty. I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah, that's true too. I think like if
He's
somebody can then
game.
say, everybody's playing kind of their game or playing the best game that they can.
Yeah. But Mike Yard came up to me. He was like, dude, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then somebody's like, oh, I get it. Like, you make fun of, like, dead celebrities because you're poking fun at, like, the people who overvalue these lives of celebrities. Like, I get it now. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, oh, thanks. Or Kareem Green was like, not Kareem Green. Jimmy Martinez was like, yeah, I said some shit about you, man, but I shouldn't have. I get it now. I get what you were doing. I should have, like, defended you as a comedian. I'm like, thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
So a few people did, but... now that the emotions are gone. But it's also fun when you see people still mad about one of the many like lines I've crossed.
Yeah.
They're still angry. Somebody the other day was like pointing out a Beyonce tweet that I made.
Like, what about this?
Yeah, after Lemonade. Exactly. I'll never forgive you. I'm like, okay. I'm definitely going to think you're a dork.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. It's fun to fuck with people.
No, it's like... But it's just the preservation of it all, man. And that's why I appreciate you even talking about me with this, because I started to feel, that's what I was thinking. Like, when is it okay? When do I feel pressure to defend the freedom of speech? We've been talking about it recently with like people not want to do the flag and just all kind of stuff. It's like
not
the freedom of
the
speech,
flag?
not wanting to or like a teacher took the flag down in her classroom and like didn't have it in there. And like my teacher when I was growing up, like, she made us all kind of do it, or at least asked us to stand there. Like whether or not it was just like to kind of corral us. It was like kind of a unifying, at least she cares.
Pledge Allegiance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was like, I don't know if I cared as much as a kid. It's not like I was standing there, but I our teacher did it. It was like, she was our liaison. And then now a teacher was like, I put the flag away. It seems like it'd be a thing of trouble in my classroom. And now at first I was like, man, I felt like maybe she shouldn't have done that. But then I'm like, you got it. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. The problem is there's just everybody's speech can get everywhere now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a problem. It's just a curve we're still
It is weird
to.
because there's like you have different selves, right? The way you talk to me is going to be way different than the way you talk to a pastor.
Right.
Way different than talk to your mom. Your high school friends is different than your comedian friends. You have many selves. And now it's just like coming together into oneself. And Mark Zuckerberg's talking about this, and he was like, this is a problem because you're losing all these different masks you wear in different situations, you know? I'm not going to curse in front of my mom.
Right.
I might, but I'm not trying not to. But you and I might even think twice about it.
Right.
You know, AM radio or FM radio versus podcasts.
Right.
You know, it's just like you have this line in your head. And Zuckerberg says, no, I think there should only be one self to everybody. And I think that's dangerous because when you lose like artistic differences, you lose like wild strokes of art when everybody's trying not to offend anybody. It's like, you're not even supposed to be here. What am I worried about?
Right. Well, that's what it feels like then. It feels like I'm not even supposed to be here because it's an unrealistic expectation of a human.
Right.
So then I start to feel like, it's crazy when you said that, it just hit me. I feel like, well, why am I even here? This isn't a safe world for me to even be in because that's impossible.
Because they're throwing you to everywhere you wouldn't even be appreciated.
Every wolf.
I remember it hit me. The first time it hit me was Cecil the lion. Remember that? Some dude killed a lion in Zimbabwe or Zaire. Maybe let's hope Zimbabwe or Zaire. Cecil the lion. Zimbabwe.
Oh, yeah. I remember this thing. They killed
He had a
that
black
lion.
mane. This dentist killed him. And with an arrow by American recreational big gun hunter. Yeah. And everybody was real mad. They hated him. I remember talking to a cab driver. We just heard it on the news. We both bonded. Like, fuck this guy. Fuck this dentist dude. Fucking killing a lion? Cecil?
Yeah.
This beautiful lion?
Yeah, Cecil. I love they put that name in, and the name also kind of urban.
It,
makes you think, oh, this guy,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
this
racist
dude,
somehow. Yeah.
This guy didn't make a sports squad or something.
And I remember being legitimately angry. And then I found out later a little bit more, where it's like, oh no, Zimbabwe gives out like 40 permits to kill lions a year because they have to keep the population down. Because then you hear more stories of like, yeah, lion killed my brother, man. We need to keep the population down if they're too close to fucking whatever. Rogan pointed out for a tiger, a lion to get a black mane, that means he's way old. That means he killed tons of fucking lion cubs. That lion probably killed like 20 lion cubs. But we had the story of like, I'm supposed to be mad at this dude who killed Cecil. And then you find out more and more about it and you're like, oh no, this was totally legit.
Right. Well, it also, I love how they put his born date on here, like, as, you know what I'm saying?
2002,
just to add to
2015.
that, just to add to the, oh, look, he was only
Causes that arrow
13.
wounds.
Like he was in junior high school or something.
Yeah,
like,
even though I think that's an old lion.
yeah,
But
he was a park land survivor.
But then it hit me like, whenever I'm angry about these things, like they're probably hiding a detail or two to make me angrier.
Right.
Hinchcliffe too, they're like, they just hid details to make you angry. And then they'll reveal the details later, but the emotion's already there. And you're like, no, fuck this.
Yes,
You know?
that's what's interesting.
Or they hide, like Louis asked to jerk off in front of lots of people who said yes, and then they
Right.
just don't include that in the story.
Right. He's like that dolphin. He's like the trick dolphin.
Yeah. What do you
know?
mean?
Like it's like, let's see him do his trick.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
hey, I'm sure there's been parties where people are drunk and like, hey, get Louis in here. He'll jerk off in
Yeah. And everyone's totally cool with it. And then
Right.
suddenly you leave all those out, and it's just like, you just show one thing. Like if they just show me calling Bobby Lee a gook, you know, but they cut out him right before calling me a kike.
Right.
It looks really bad. But then like you have to show all the context. And if you show it later, like people are like, nah, still, I've already decided I'm angry. This is another reason I knew people like are married to their anger. When those Amazing Racist stuff came out, people were like, that's so fucking, how dare you fucking do that?
It was so funny when you were on that boat, dude.
Yeah.
On the fucking beach, dude.
But I'd pick people up at Home Depot. They were working, and I'd drive them to an INS building. And then anyway, people get mad. And then I was like, but by the way, you know, those were actors. I paid them $50.
Right.
And I drove them back. They're not even like workers. They're just actors. They filled out like a form, and we paid them, and they did it. And people are like, oh, still. I'm like, wait, you're just as angry? You thought I was picking up undocumented workers and driving them to the INS. And then you found out I'm just doing a sketch about it. And you're equally as angry? Not even a little less angry? And then you're like, no, people are just getting married to that anger.
Yeah, what is that? Why do we don't?
It's a weird emotion, huh? Anger?
It isn't, but then also to not let it, to not then
To not go,
be
oh,
willing.
all right.
Yes.
All right,
That's
yeah,
what's
you got
also
me.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm right. And it's like it's fascinating, man. And I appreciate you let me think about this with you because it's
It's
fascinating.
Like, how do we combat it ourselves? Because I've done it too. I've like unfairly like.
Yeah, I jump to it. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Well, I remember with the Tony thing, the Hinchcliffe thing with the Asian comedian, I heard he's been doing that all week. And it's like, and that they were fine with it, but why didn't the comedian ask him first? It's like sometimes it's like the use of it. How are you if you're just using this as like a springboard for yourself?
That's the thing too. It's like it's a weird thing in comedy now. I don't know. I think it's because we got too big and now we're like worried about keeping our fame and our podcast advertisements and all that shit. And it's like, dude, we were making $20,000 a year and we were able to give up money like it was nothing. And now that we're making, or some people, not me, but some people are making millions, and now it's like, I can't afford to lose $20,000.
Right.
And it's like, what do you mean? Now more than ever, you shouldn't give a shit. But, yeah, I don't know. But like, no one could just be like.
But it's also, I think we might have been going through the adapting to it.
Yeah, maybe.
I
think that the internet's making people sick too.
Oh, dude.
I think they caught the sickness. A lot of people caught the sickness.
I think a lot of times we'll stop like nicotine and things like that, but it's like there's nothing that's killing us more than this constant reflection of ourselves and the unable to meet the demand of an unrealistic expectation that's put in front of you constantly.
I struggle with it, getting offline completely.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
We make our money not being off. We make our money being on there, so it's like,
right.
I mean, I ended my Twitter account probably 5 months ago. I just like, this is all negative now.
Twitter is all negative.
But I know I gave up a lot of money doing that.
Right. You're like, I'm going to admit that 5% of my money is going to come from either views or people seeing links,
promoting my shows.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm like, I can't do that anymore. But like, it's not healthy for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to combat it in ourselves somehow. I don't know how to do it.
And I think some of it is just you learn as things come through. It's like,
I think they got to regulate the internet, man. Dave Smith, I was talking to him about it. He's a real big libertarian. He like helps me make my views on politics in general. Just like, if I'm not hurting anybody, what's the difference? Do cocaine in your own home. Like, what's the difference? Don't drive and drink. That's hurting other people.
Right.
But drink at home. What's it? I don't care. Drink yourself death.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But like, but so he's like, well, the internet's like, you're free not to use it. But I'm like, well, you're not really socially free not to use it. You're not. They've made it so you need it for almost anything.
Yeah.
With Apple Pay, with fucking, you can't get a city bike without your unless you have one of the old keys, you can't get a city bike without your cell phone. You can't get tickets to a movie and shit. So it's like they've made you need it. And this, especially social media, they made you need it. You can't exist. The mommy blog groups are all on Facebook. You can't be a mom and not trade information with other moms. And they're not going to be off Facebook. They're going to be on Facebook. You have to be on there. And we didn't agree to hate our friends. We didn't agree to let you make me hate my friends and my brothers and my fucking relatives. We didn't agree to that.
Right.
And you guys did that to us without our permission. And I'm like, no, that's not allowed. You're hurting us. It's not just stomping on your floor. It's stomping on your floor when someone lives below you.
Right.
It's like, no. So I hate regulation, but at some point, like,
Yeah,
we didn't
it's
give you
tough.
permission to do this to us.
It's tough. That's the thing. It's like I hate regulation, but I've thought like tech is the new fossil fuel. That's what I say a lot of times. It's this weird thing where it's like there's people are like, we'll just get off of it. It's like, then I can't order anything.
You can't.
I can't like, there's no, and even if you try to go, this is the saddest part. Yesterday I'm looking for a bed and breakfast, right? And I don't want an Airbnb. I want to find a bed and breakfast. I want to find
Providence
two
style,
senior citizens, probably deceased in the back room. You know what I'm saying? Who I go in, I have a reservation. They didn't even know about it, and I find their bodies in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a real bed and breakfast.
I want a fucking scone, bitch.
Yeah, the advertising though is all straight to Airbnb. Everyone you go to, it's somehow. So it's like you had to go 2 pages in to even find something that was like a regular Airbnb, And it's like
it also, that's shit that's really more damaging than some of the stuff. Like the anger inducement, like that's bad for sure. But like algorithms in general, it takes away your ability to be exposed to new things. Even like Spotify, you don't think Spotify is evil in any way, and it's not evil at their core. But like they're giving you music that they know you will like.
Right.
Now, you and I are hanging out, let's just say, and I'm putting on some of my music that your algorithm wouldn't expose you to. But you're like, oh, I actually like that's cool. I like this. And so you're exposed by chance to some new level of art that you wouldn't have been exposed to. Which is I like. I got this from a book too, but like listening to the radio, where I'm like, let it hit me with something.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'm like, oh, cool, and my Spotify's listening. So they'll know if I like it. They're reading my heartbeat or whatever. But like, you want to be able to like grow, and they're not letting you.
Well, did you notice when you were in Ecuador or those types of places, is it a lot different? Is it really a lot different? Do you notice it over time?
Yeah, well, I noticed when I get back. Same thing was when I left LA. I didn't notice how shitty LA was, how the LA vibe was until I left for a couple days and then went back. I was like, oh, god damn, you guys are fucking vapid here and needy for fame. And I didn't realize the forest for the trees. Yeah, I was really enjoying it, Ecuador, and then I got back. I was just met with this barrage of media and like just yeah, it's you're free. You're free. I don't know. And luckily, COVID, it was like a really good thing, you know, in a lot of ways. You got to count your blessings about it. Yeah. You relocated to a cool spot, you know, you might not have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I'm amazed sometimes that I was able to move, you know. Yeah. You can always go back. It's easy to just go there.
Back. Yeah.
But I think, when everybody was leaving, I felt like everybody was going to Austin. I didn't know if I wanted to go to Austin. It's still the financial thing was the same. It was just like, I was just in a place, I don't want to pay all this extra to California right now, especially if I didn't know if they were going to have masks ever. Yeah, the taxes are different. There's no state taxes here.
That was a big thing. When Rogan was like, I'm moving to Austin.
I'm sure.
And I had thought about moving there. Then whenever I started moving, I was like, I don't want to go back to
That's kind of what I felt. I just didn't want to be like in a place where I felt like just like
people like, why? He's like homeless. Like, you don't think there's homeless in Austin? Like, why else? He's like, taxes. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, wait, what is that? All those rich comics like, hold on. Like, I can save a house a year?
Yeah, I don't mind seeing the homeless as long as I'm not the one paying for them. That's the thing, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not paying. Yeah. Now, if I walk up to the guy and say, here's $20, will you please shit outside for me? Because I need to, get these rose beds going. That's one thing.
You got to put them to use. That's a problem. They're not using these homeless guys.
But if I got to mail it to the city and then they're going to use it through some dirt system and the guy doesn't even get to shit in my flower beds, he can just go shit anywhere? No way. Not on my watch. Yeah, something that's interesting here, like the guy at the gas station the other day comes out and he's I guess a fan kind of, or knew of me, and he said, hey man, I want to let you know, anytime you come in here, man, we got fresh baked bread and fresh baked pizzas in here. And I'd just been in there, dude. There's none. There's not an oven in that joint, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, is this guy just been? And it was the nighttime guy. So I'm like, is this dude out of his mind? Is this guy on Adderall? Like, but now it's like when I go there, I have to pretend that they have like fresh baked bread in there. And they don't. So it's like in a smaller area, you kind of you have to continue to. Whereas in LA, you can be like, go fuck yourself. You don't have
so impersonal. But sometimes you're like, you need that impersonalness. You're like, yeah, you're a weirdo, man.
Right.
I'd rather not talk to you. I mean, New York is the key for that. Nobody talks to anybody.
Yeah.
There's too many crazies.
Yeah.
But in a small town, even Nashville's still a small town.
Oh, it feels really small here, and you can't cheat on your spouse here. That's another thing. Like in LA, dude, you could have another family a block away from you, and your family would never know.
That's another thing that changed. They had this book called The 50-Mile Rule. Do you remember that? It was like, if you're going to cheat on your spouse, and they weren't against it, they go, you got to go 50 miles outside your radius. Now, this was written 30 years ago.
Wow.
And if you go 50 miles outside your radius to a convention or whatever, or more, it'll never come back to your home, to your family at all. Now, it's way different. There is no 50-mile radius. You have to go to another planet.
Well, there's no 50-mile radius.
Right.
And that's one thing Louis said, funny on that special guest. He said, well, I was looking to get out of town, but I was on kayak or something. There were no tickets to Mars, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I was looking to get that far away.
Yeah. It is cool being in Ecuador where you're like, where no one knew me. I think I got recognized like 3 times, 2 of them like right towards the end in like one of our gringo town. But it was like, I'm just me. I'm just a human here. And I think it's real like bad for you to be recognized too much, to be like elevated on a level that you're not.
Oh, well, and that's not even realistic.
It's not real. Yeah. People are just like, can I get you something? Like, can I get you? You don't work for me.
Yeah.
It's not healthy at all. And you start thinking your words are too valuable.
Yeah. Well, I think that goes even to some of like podcasts getting busier and like feeling like you have to say something or scared to say something.
Have to say something. God damn.
I think,
it's
Like
embarrassing. In New York, we're like shocked at how some of those LA podcasts have no level of integrity or morals.
Yeah, that's
to their
us.
friends.
That's
like,
us.
God.
Dude. Well, hold on.
Look at these fucking. These guys are great. Bless you. Bless you. Who the fuck are these dudes? They got.
And I don't want to use a racial slur, but these Lakers fans right here.
One's a Dodger fan.
Or Lake fans, my bad. Let's see these guys.
What's up, Theo? Ari, you beautiful motherfuckers. I'm big. He's fat.
Big and fat.
I don't know why he looks like that. We're actually podcasters, and I'm
Yeah, we
hoping
know.
to chase my comedy dreams. So, quick question: when you're pushing the boundaries in your jokes, which you do fucking great at, how do you overcome the fear? You know, that cancel culture. It's pretty scary out there. Everybody wants to fucking end you. Keep killing them. Keep pushing the boundaries. We fucking love you guys. Theo, Ari, we hope to see you in Jersey soon. Please come by.
Latinos in Jersey. That's a new documentary coming soon.
Latinos in Jersey. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for the question. We kind of have been answering
We
that.
kind of did. You know, there's one book that set me free more than anything. It was The Fountainhead. I read The Fountainhead. It was a girl.
Ayn Rand?
Ayn Rand, yeah, whatever. But it set me free. She told me, she's like, I think you'd like this. And it was just about this pure artist. Architecture was the art form they chose. But really, it's just any art form. And it was about, like, you just cannot care at all. And this guy, this architect, and it was way predated cancel culture. I mean, it was written in the 20s or 30s, but, like, you could see, like, these prototypes of, like, I could plug it into any one of these situations. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so writing a blog about this guy. Oh, it's just like, it's so good. And so they took everything away from this guy. They took it all away. And he goes, well, you're not going to stop me from being an architect. You might stop me from being able to build, but I'm not going to stop being an architect. So I'll go work in the rock quarry, and I'll work with the materials that I'll need when I'm building buildings again. So, like, at some point, like, I had to set, this was years and years ago. Maybe that's why I'm so fucking crazy now. But, like, I just set that, like, you will never take away my ability to be a stand-up comic. You can not let me do theaters and push me into clubs. You can take away my ability to do clubs and only do workout rooms. You can stop me from doing workout rooms. I can still do open mics. You're talking about the money. You might take away the money from me, but the real thing that matters is what we always wanted when we started, is to tell a fucking good joke and make it work.
Yeah.
You know, when Ralphie was like, when I saw him, it was like 2 years in, he goes, oh, that's when it's just fun, man. And I was starving to death. I didn't have money to eat. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Ralphie? What fun? But I get it now. There was no, like, can I get a development deal? Can I get, it was just, we're trying to be stand-up comics. So you can't take that away from me. And once I realized as far down as I can go to a coffee shop and go up. No matter what, I will have that ability. Then I'm like, then I was free. At that point, I was free. And it's just
it's powerful. It's powerful, man. Yeah, because I a lot of this I'm bringing back to myself, and not to make it about me, but just like, yeah, I wonder why some of my behaviors, what are my fears, what am I afraid of, and then what fears were just fears that I had growing up that aren't really realistic
that are still
anymore.
there from childhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to have anything. I don't have anything, you know. People hate, you know, it's like, and when are you going to realize that your fans are there for you no matter what? Were you amazed at some of your fans that were there for you during some of the trials of it?
What I was really like, I hate focusing on negatives. So like it's the natural thing, but like what I was really taken back was, but the outpouring of support by comedians personally, the texts I was getting from people going like, man, you're hilarious. I found it funny. I got your back. You're a great person. Like, just from everywhere, like all these people reaching out. And it was like, oh, this is like really nice. If you remove the other part, I'm like, this is genuinely amazingly nice. You know, God, yeah, and it's like, and that's what you could always do when any of those comics get in trouble for anything. You just be like, hey man, you're funny. Don't worry, I got your back.
Yeah, be supportive. Yeah,
because you do go through this thing of like, does everyone hate me? So every time you get a text like, hey, you're my buddy, it's like, great, one down, one doesn't. That's awesome. But like,
that's a good
it was
point.
just really nice. And then, you know, the beginning of it, when people were like laughing before the fucking, not realizing back there, people like, you know, but they don't realize that's happening. We're all having a good time.
Yeah. Well, I think people are also now seeing in some ways where it's like the media, like these New York Times writes an article, or some people are like, fuck, this rag is garbage.
Exactly. Like, you're like, you guys are trying to mislead me. You're trying to make me angry.
Totally. And I think so many people see that now that it's like the amount of people that don't see it is so small.
It's still,
they
no,
just
I still think it's
own
most.
a lot of, but they still own a lot of real estate.
Yeah, exactly. And and the vocal ones, the ones who don't care, don't write in to be like, hey, I don't care. You know, it's like, you just don't care. You don't do anything. It's only the ones that do care. But like, so now when I see myself getting angry about something, I realize, hey, I'm probably being misled here. These monsters aren't real. It's like, they're not everywhere. So like, it's overhyped. It's just like I can't always see it. So like if I didn't find that fucking other footage of Tony Hinchcliffe, like his full set, people would have been like, man, you bombed and you saw. That's what I told Tony. I was like, hey dude, it's not so bad that people think you're like racist or whatever. That sucks, But like comics are thinking you're not funny. So you gotta put out, if you say you're getting laughs on that, you need to put that out right now.
Wow.
Before it gets around the comedy world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have a new special that just came out? Somebody said it was good.
Before COVID, yeah.
I got to check it out.
Yeah, but so he's like, yeah, we released his that full set, and then people are like, oh, I get it. But like Emma, we were all talking about it, like right when it happened. I hadn't even seen the clip yet, and she was like, I can tell you what.
Emma Willman.
Emma Willman, yeah, hilarious. And she's like, I can tell you what didn't happen. She like didn't really care, but she goes, it did. What didn't happen was in 2021. A comedian got on stage and couldn't hold back his anti-Asian feelings anymore and let it out on stage. That for sure did not happen. Right. So like, I, whatever else you're talking about, it's not what you're saying it is.
Right. Yeah, and if you've seen Tony, I didn't think it was. Yeah, if you've seen him, I didn't think it was that shocking.
But they can't, the way I said about The Amazing Race is people like mad, and then when they found out it was way different, they're still just as mad. Yeah. They did the same shit with Chris. Where they were like, you're fucking underage people. And it's like, well, no, not at all. And they're like, well, you fuck your fans too much. And you're like, no, get out of here. The thing you said was terrible and it's not real.
Right.
So get the fuck out of here. You can't talk anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck your fans too much. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Oh my God. And you see him in his apology. That's a gaslit man going, so I guess these chicks who are sliding into my DMs are trying to fuck me. I guess I shouldn't have been fucking the people who wanted to fuck me. Yeah. It's like he's just gaslit because everyone told him he was evil for doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
We had a news thing. We had a news piece I think we wanted to discuss. Was there something, Sean? Yes. Or another good question maybe that came in?
Big and Fat. Everybody check out that podcast.
Yeah, Thick and Fat, huh?
Thick and Fat. Was that what they were?
Thick and Fat, dude. He's thick. I'm thick. He's fat.
How are you doing these days, by the way, with everything?
With what? Drugs and alcohol?
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. My primary goal, I've had a couple of relapses during this thing, during the COVID.
Yeah.
So, but I'm doing good. I've been doing a lot of breath work recently. I tried ketamine therapy.
Really?
I've been so angry, bro, and it won't stop. And then it's like.
At what?
I don't know.
Everything?
I get angry. Yeah. So it's like, and then I've had like this exhaustion that's like in my body, like this fatigue, and I don't know what it is. And so I've been like getting all this medical stuff, trying to figure it out. And so it's been tough. It's been honestly pretty tough. And the tough part is when you don't feel good to then go podcast. It's like when you're genuinely not feeling good or even at your best, or if I talk for 10 minutes, a lot of times I'll feel this exhaustion in my body and then being like, okay, I have to continue to put myself forward or I'm afraid that I'll lose my audience.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to Southeast Asia, I went for a few months off the grid completely. Joe List was like, aren't you afraid of like losing everything? And at the time I was like, I have a television show that I'm coming back to and a special that I just taped that'll be like, what do you mean? What am I going to lose? You have to live your life a little bit. Like, I get it. We don't have seasons in podcasting. We don't have an off season. If you're an actor, if you're on Friends making $1 million an episode, 22 weeks. And then you have, 38 weeks off.
Yeah.
That's wrong. 30 weeks off. But they would keep working for $1 million a week. They work for 52 weeks. And we're not letting ourselves.
Yeah, I need to be brave enough to take
breaks. A month off.
Yeah, I really need it too.
You should do it.
So I think I thought about maybe even in January going to like a 30-day rehab, like a facility or something, even if it's just like a health and wellness place.
Get off your phone.
Where there's no drugs, alcohol, and get off my phone. Just so I don't have any temptations.
Right. It's hard to be like, keep a pack of cigarettes on you, but stop smoking.
Right.
Right. It's unrealistic.
It's hard, yeah.
And the same thing as people like stay off your phone. It's like you say that, but it's calling you.
Yeah, and also it's like you don't have direction. It's like, dude, I realized the other day I'm in a parking lot, and thanks for asking, man, about what was going on.
Yeah, I should have called you when I heard him. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. No, dude, you guys are, I feel bad. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I forget how
Did you relapse when you were at my place?
smart
Was that
you
the
are.
last relapse you
Oh,
had?
dude, no, that was that was when I first started. That was when I got
sober.
sober. Bro, I was laying in your fucking bed, okay? Literally had just opened the Big Blue Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, like bawling, crying, realizing how many things kind of related to me. And not really the drugs and alcohol part didn't relate to me, but the feelings and the emotions. That's the stuff that I'm addicted to my own feelings and emotions because I feel like it's all I had. Or it's like, I don't know, but I'm addicted to those things, you know?
That's what you're burying with the junk?
I think it probably was, you know, and also I just was looking for anything, that made me not want to feel sometimes. But I'd never done cocaine, and once I did it a few times, it got dicey. So it's just like so addictive. So I never was doing cocaine for months or even binges. But one or two nights, and I'd get so fucking paranoid and scared, and the control I was losing, I couldn't control, and I'd be so creeped out. And then you want sex, you want to tickle some stranger, and next thing you know, you're on these escort sites, and so
Wasting all your time trying to like.
yeah, and then I
trying to
kept
get to
locking myself out of your fucking apartment, which is the fucking worst. I lost all your spare keys. I had to get the lock changed, I think.
You're like, hey, dude, your apartment's fine. It ain't that you will not be able to gain access to it, but the apartment itself is in good shape. And I'm like, what? I was gone for like a month. How long did you stay there? You stayed for a
I think I
while.
stayed for probably about 2.5 weeks or something.
I still got that soda stream you left me.
Oh, dude, well, look, here's
I
the
still
best
got me and my
part.
boyfriend fucking love it, dude. We fucking love that soda stream. I was like, Theo was my best house guest. You and Nick Cody were the only ones who didn't destroy my apartment that I let stay there.
I appreciate that, man. I hired a cleaning lady.
You got me a soda stream. That's a
and I
fucking
did.
stand-up dude.
Well, you know who else? Big J. I said I went over to Big J and Christine. I was like, what do I get him? I want to get him something nice. And they said, which is the weirdest thing, you got to get him a soda stream.
It's like good advice. Sometimes you have trouble like making a purchase for yourself, but someone else can, and you'll really appreciate it. What
I was like, are you sure? He said,
It doesn't seem like that's hard to come by. I don't know,
undeniably. We'll get into one more question here, man.
This Drake.
I know.
Hey, yo, what's up, Theo?
What's up, Hard?
What's up, Ari?
What's up?
I got a random question for Ari.
Why are you so angry?
Because it has exactly everything to do with Ari. But Ari lived in Indonesia for a bit, and as a fellow Jew by blood, not by religion, I was curious how he felt traveling in a majority Muslim country. Did he feel at home? Did he feel out of place? Did he not think about it in any way, shape, or form? I met a lot of fellow Jews, not necessarily by religion, who feel like they'll be
FJs.
persecuted ever going to a Muslim country. But I've never felt more welcomed into a country than I did in Indo. So just curious. Question for Ari. Thanks.
Good question. Good, interesting question.
Yeah, is there nerves there being Jewish and going if it's
not
all
that kind of
slimmed
Muslim.
out? And they call them slims, don't they?
Who does? No, but let's spread that.
God, I don't know.
Indonesians or Muslims?
Muslims,
Slims?
yeah.
Love it. Love it. Guys, you just saw the genesis of a new derogatory term.
Oh, there we go.
Slims. They were responsible for 9/11, and they'll be responsible for the next attack if we don't fucking take care of these slims.
That beefy, juicy terrorist.
Snap it to us. Yeah, it's the country with the most Muslims in the world, Indonesia, because it's got a massive population. But they're not the Jew-hating Muslims. We've never been there, so they don't give a shit about us. It's
Oh,
the ones around
interesting.
Israel that really care about us.
We're
They are very Hindu in parts of it.
So what does that mean? Like, what would you see?
So it goes Muslim, then or Hindu, then Muslim, then Christian.
Okay.
In the areas of Indonesia. And so in the Hindu parts, one of their great symbols is a backward swastika, which I always forget which way it goes. So you see it everywhere on motorbikes, on the fucking manhole covers. And you're just like, you feel a little weird.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You're like, if I
everywhere
look
you
at this
go-
in a mirror, things are getting dicey. Yeah.
Yeah. But I fucking loved Indonesia. God damn, that place.
Well, you know
I
what's
gotta get back.
fascinating is you say that, so you see the symbol all over.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
if somebody showed me that symbol here, like somebody could write an article right now that said, look at this shit all over Indonesia, hating Jews. And I would look at it and just believe it.
Right. Absolutely, you could. Right, they could fool you, like, leaving out details into getting you angry at something.
Yeah, look what they're doing. And then next thing you know, you're scared. Now you got Jews saying, we got to get out of it. You know,
It's a beautiful symbol.
Yeah, it is.
Easy to draw.
Yeah.
It's just the backwards one.
Oh, dude, I remember we had this kid,
Bali, yeah.
Scotty, when we were growing up, dude, on the bus. We didn't know anything about, like, anti-Semitism or anything in our town. We didn't have any.
Didn't have Jews. Why would
Jews.
you
We
hate
didn't
them?
have Jews. Yeah, we didn't have Jews yet. Now, once you get a couple Jews, you freaking understand what's going on.
Now, okay. You guys are always looking for bargains. Fucking come on. Quit complaining all the time. The soup is warm enough. It's warm enough. Just eat it.
Yeah, so. But we had seen the thing on pamphlets or whatever, dude, because David, dude, it was like you see a lot of like anti-Semitic pamphlets. I think just people putting the symbol on stuff like show up tonight, But no, it wasn't against Jews. I think it was just about like fucking being angry and like, changing each other's motor oil and shit. So we had this kid Scotty on our bus one day and we just drew a big swastika just on his shirt and like.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah. And we had no idea it was about Jews or anything or about Germans. We didn't even know it was about Germans. We just knew it was like kind of like this, like you'd see here's what you'd see, like emo kind of anarchist kids,
the A with
rock metal,
yeah,
and they would have that symbol sometimes on them, or they would have like the A with the cross through it, or the thing.
I'm convinced half the time it's anti-Semitism or even racism. Like if you see somebody like write the N-word or something like that, it's almost like somebody's got a Sharpie and they've got something to deface, and then they go like, who's around here who care the most? Like, they don't really care.
Right.
They'll be like, well, there's a temple right there. I was like, sweet, kike.
Yeah.
All right, let's go kike. But if there was like, if there was like a Baptist church, like, all right, N-word.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, they don't care. They're just like, what's going to get the...
Or if there's a fat farm, you just draw lettuce out there. But yeah, you're right. I think that's part of the mentality. I think looking into the mentality of things is like the step that we're missing with so many things. Like, yeah, the person's like, what can I draw here that's A, going to get anybody to look and even care?
Or gamers. They're like, oh, fucking fuck you, fuck AIDS into your brain, you fucking F-bot. And it's like, they don't really care. They're just like saying something. And if you take that off there, I'm like, look what he said. You're like, no, he was saying that on Call of Duty.
Right. The second he walks into the kitchen, it's all over.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, hi, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, Keisha, thank you.
Yeah. To his black, could even be his black wife. And he's like, yeah. Yeah, it's just so interesting, the context, the way we're serving stuff. But we drew it on Scotty, dude. And the crazy part was, so his parents, they got it. They probably didn't even know what it was. They washed the shirt. We had to wear the shirt all the time throughout the rest of the year. So it would still be just lightly faded in there. Yeah.
Dude, I took a dump and I couldn't make it home. I couldn't make it home from synagogue to my house. And it was only like 3 blocks, but it was like, I didn't know how to control my bowels back then. Oh, yeah. And I was like, it's coming. It's turtling and it's coming. Oh. So I ducked into my neighbor's side yard in between the bushes and I just let go of a log. And then I like wiped with my underwear and I took my underwear with me.
Oh, I better do that, yeah.
And then, so later though, they found the dump. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, that it was going to go unfound, but they found it. They thought it was a hate crime. Yeah, they're fucking shitting on the yard of Jews. They were talking about a synagogue. I didn't have the heart to tell. I just sat there like, I didn't know how to tell. They were all worried about these hate crimes going around. It's just these Jew bowels not working.
Oh my God, dude. The original hate crime from God, Jew bowels.
Yeah. God did it to me. It was a nice log, though. It was like a nice one.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, they were so mad.
Oh man. Your tour. Where you go? Where are you going on this current tour?
Got Tacoma and Spokane next.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm doing Boston. I'm just finally back to Boston. I started my tour last tour in Boston. I'll be at the Wilbur on December 9th. So that's like a first like big.
Really, you gonna be at the Wilbur?
Yeah.
Congrats,
Thanks,
dude.
buddy. Thanks. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
It's a cool place. It's like one of the best like theaters that there are. It's the one, performance wise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm
and
excited.
People are wanting to come out and see comedy. And also, I think one thing.
It's great. It's back. Everybody's back and excited for right now, anyway.
It's beautiful.
And here's what you don't see in comedy clubs so far: you don't see this guy.
Right.
Like
He's not there yet.
He's not there yet.
No, he's still online.
Yeah. People are like, "Oh, I'll come to comedy." Yeah. Sure. He's still online. Yeah. Over December 9th. Arishaffir.com. Get tickets.
Yep. December. What is that? December 9th, you said?
December 9th. Yeah, I got like Oklahoma City and San Antonio and Tampa and Orlando and places like that. But
Arishaffir.com. You can get tickets. Remember we did that Sam Adams thing? You remember that?
yeah. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, you hooked me up with that fucking
It was good, that commercial.
I should have been funnier in that commercial. I got serious. I
Did you?
regret it.
No, mine was kind of serious too. I
know.
I think they wanted a little bit of seriousness.
A little bit, but we should have fucked around more. Segura, when he was like giving up for his wife, he's like my first wife. He kept referring to her as first. It's like, oh, that's the line. That's your joking.
Yeah.
You could be serious and still joke. And I forgot. I had like a day to prepare. And I was
Yeah,
like,
same.
fuck.
It was short notice, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, half of the people cried in them. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys were comedians.
I
What
did.
are you crying about our mom for?
Well, my whole podcast is based on crying about my mom, so that's really
All right,
crazy.
all
But,
right.
but no, I totally also understand what you're saying, dude. Trust me.
I had to go to comedy court.
Yeah.
Robert Kelly and Big J took me to comedy court.
Did they?
Yeah, they're like, what is this? All right. I was like, fuck. They found it. They were so mad.
What was it about?
Not being funny in that Sam Adams commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what they did?
Yeah. They're like,
Oh,
are
I
you
gotta go
legitimately
in there.
giving it up for your friend Red Band helping you just in a serious way? And I was like, I don't know, they gave me money to buy. So they gave you money? That's yours. I'm like, fuck, you're right. It's just like, yeah, you got to go on comedy court. I'll get a trial for you.
Dude, get me a trial,
Yeah.
bro.
You might
I
have to
love-
plead guilty, though. If they show
Oh,
you that,
dude,
you
I
might have to be
will.
like, I throw myself at the mercy of the court on this one.
Oh yeah, I will, bro. Oh, I got to go out there and do that, man. Dude. I wish there was more of that. I think I'm also always jealous of New York comics. You guys just get to be in such a place more where it feels like they're doing real comedy.
Yep. Pushing each other.
Yeah, pushing each other, not
Going
being
for
as
it.
afraid. I think there's definitely a lot of fear in LA, fear of the industry.
The industry, yeah.
But then you also see what the industry can do to guys when they write articles and stuff, and that gets scary. You know, it gets scary. But like you're saying, to always know that you have what you have, and that and that intention can, can kind of show up down the line.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if I was like a clean comic. Sometimes it'd be like, that would be cool, but that's not the kind I caught.
Yeah.
I caught my kind.
Yeah, you catch a different kind.
Like, it'd be great if I make jokes about food only, but like,
Bacon.
that's why I like when they were doing the rap, when they were all angry about rap, and Olivia Dukakis or wherever it was, like one of them was like really leading the charge, but like they put the warning label on rap song, but they were trying to just ban it completely. And John Denver spoke up to Congress. Clean ass John Denver. He was like, guys, you can't tell musicians. And he was like, this doesn't affect me. I'm clean as shit. Well, he didn't even curse,
Right.
Rocky Mountain High was like his most risque thing. And he goes, it ain't even about drugs.
Right.
It's about the high you get being in nature.
Damn.
But he's like, take me home, country road. It's like, and that guy is saying, do not tell these other musicians what they should be rapping about. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to let them do it, that's just, you have to. And that's John Denver defending that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fascinating, man. Yeah, it's fascinating what fears are going into things when when anybody's making choices, and what do we really want, and then what are we really fearful of?
I saw something you said about Dalia where you're like, there's one part that I liked. You're like, I'm not even sure, like even talking about him, if this is gonna like hurt me, like affect me in some way. And that's like, that goes through my mind too. And I'd love to be able to say like, I'm not thinking about it, but I am. It's like, so you have trouble even defending your friends. You can stay out of it, but it's like hard to even defend them because like, are they going to come for me?
Right.
For just saying like, hey, chill. They did with Norm Macdonald saying, I don't think Roseanne realized that chick was black. Fuck you. And he's like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying she didn't mean it racist.
Yeah.
And people like got mad at him. It's just like, there's no, you got to be worried about it. But
I think it's losing its luster as well. That fuck you from nowhere.
yeah, the thing is with the LA comics, I get the need to weigh in real fast and like cash in on someone else's hard work like mine. But you can take a different stance and still cash in. You can get your podcast out the next day.
Right.
But why not take the stance of like, I don't know, defending fucking comedy and jokes and be like, no joke goes too far. What are you talking about? Tim Dillon did it with me. He did this whole thing. He was like, I don't care for this at all. That tweet, what he wrote was wrong. And his co-host or whatever was like, what do you mean? He's like, it was over the line. What you said about Aretha Franklin? She's one of our, and he goes, no, it's Kobe Bryant. He goes, wait, what? He goes, yeah, Kobe Bryant. He goes, no, Aretha Franklin right here. When she died, he wrote this. And he's like, it's a different one. He goes, well, no, I'm mad about the Aretha Franklin one. And that's his way of saying, like, guys, he makes fun of dead celebrities.
Right.
He doesn't, like, like calm yourself. But he did it in a funny way.
I think in some ways he's a lot of the leader of that movement.
He's pushing it, dude. He's pushing the line. He's pushing that line back because that line wants to keep coming to where we're not going to be able to do any jokes.
Right.
And we're not going to be able to say, tranny or anything that you could have before.
Yeah.
That you just now can't. You can't make fun of fucking kids getting shot. Which for a while when they were saying like you can't be racist or sexist or I was like, well, you could always make fucking school shooting jokes, and then they're taking those away.
Yeah.
And they're like, guys, we're not promoting school shootings. We're trying to find some light in this thing, and you need guys like Tim Dillon. Me, there's a plenty of guys out there. We're pushing that line back. Comedy needs Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
To keep you safe where you are, where you think you're safe on the line. You're Kabul, man, and if America pulls out, all those contractors are dead. So you need those frontline workers fucking pushing it.
Yeah, it's definitely true, man. It's definitely true. And it's interesting too about when you get offended and why and what makes me offended, you know?
Yeah.
And what's really going on. And then that then companies are then serving offense to people. Hey, here's some offense. You like this, don't you?
Yeah, you like this.
And they know by the algorithm that you like it. So it's like, oh, here you like this. It's almost like as if somebody came up, you like staying healthy, and somebody came up while you weren't really looking and just put a bunch of fucking Fritos in your mouth.
Yeah, you're right. And they're like, I don't want that. Like,
And
oh,
like,
you're
hey,
chewing. You're chewing. Why are you
Yeah.
chewing then?
Yeah. And before you know it, half of it's in your system. Yeah.
Now you're addicted.
It's really fucking fascinating. And we let it happen to the human population. It's like...
We didn't know they were doing experiments on it. When Facebook was doing experiments of like, we're going to show some people like negative stuff and some people positive stuff, or we're going to like analyze their comments after that. And they saw like the negative people were more negative, the ones who were exposed to negative. They were doing literal experiments on just their user group. And they found out that would rile them up and they made more comments. And so like that means we have to show everybody more negative stuff.
Wow.
And then it affects your mood all the time. You're looking for the anger and you're just like, you ever see those like real hippies that are like cry over like a sunset and like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just the trees blowing. It's so beautiful. And
Yeah.
It's like, damn, they got the right mindset though.
Right.
You know, it's like they're seeing the beauty in everything. I want to get back to that a little bit.
Do you think you could ever get back there? Because it seemed like you come from a darker place, kind of.
Yeah, but it's also like, yeah, but I do plenty of like mushrooms and stuff. So that helps me.
It helps you.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it definitely helps, man. It definitely helps.
See like the greatness in things.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like we got to be reminded because, yeah, it's almost like just the society we built. And I don't even know if it's the humanity over all time. I think it just, when you look at the big scheme of things, this could be, you know, if this society goes on for another 500,000 years and this is just a small moment.
It
where
is.
it's
We're a
like,
blip.
Yeah.
For sure.
Remember when the first internet came out and everybody thought it was all real? You know, that could be 50 years from now.
Before there's regulation. Can you believe what they were letting their kids do? They were letting their 9-year-olds be in this incredibly dangerous, addictive, and fucking harmful thing.
Yeah. Imagine just putting your 9-year-old in a pack of cigarettes every day.
Dude, I told I was talking to my sister about it. And I was like, are you worried about like your kids being online? I mean, the danger that you're seeing more and more of how like unsettling it is and bad it is for you.
Yeah.
And these are developing minds.
Oh,
so they're talking about like, you're not supposed to smoke weed until you're 16 because it hurts your development. Afterwards, they're like, fine, go for it. But like, so now you're letting a 9-year-old be exposed to this terrible thing. And there's no real studies on it yet on what that's going to do. And she goes, yeah, but you know, I need to be able to reach them, which nobody could reach us. We went out to ride our bikes when we were 10. We were gone. Right. We were safe. You know, yeah, there might be a molester here or there, but like mostly we were safe, you know? And I was like, well, what about a flip phone? If you need to reach them, what about a flip phone? And then from the other room, my nephew's like, shut up, Uncle Ari. Shut up. Because like, don't you get my fucking cell phone taken away? But like, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a blip. No one's going to remember that we were alive in 1,000 years.
I know, that's
any
crazy
of us.
too.
And so like,
That's
none of
crazy
this matters.
too. Do you think about having a family and stuff like that? You said you don't want kids, right?
No, I had a vasectomy.
Did you really?
Yeah, a few years ago.
No way.
2017, 2018, yeah.
Did you let people bid on it on eBay? I feel like you could fucking get something.
You don't chop your dick off, Theo. That's not what
Well, you take
vasectomy
part
is.
of your semen out or something. Semen
no.
vas deferens?
Yeah. It's just like tube, and you cut it and then solder the ends. Smell a little barbecue while it's happening.
It seems like as a Jewish person, you wouldn't do that. It seems like the most
I'm not a great Jew. I'm not a great Jew.
Yeah, I'm not a great Jew. What about the special? You had made the special Jew, right?
I didn't make it.
You didn't make it? Okay.
That's the only real negative is I was gonna. The producers, they were the only one. It would have happened except the producers pulled out last
because
second.
Eric was going to do it too, huh?
He was in. He was willing to do it.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. The venue, the Skirball, they're like, sure, we're in. Hire some security. We're getting some death threats. And then those fucking producers were like, well, I don't think, they didn't try to help me find another producer. They didn't try to transfer over their insurance. They were just like, nah.
This ain't it.
I'm like, dude, we had 2,700 tickets sold. 6 people asked for refunds.
Wow.
Which we gave it to them, and those were sold again in fucking seconds.
Did you feel like the Jewish community stood up for you as much in this? Does it matter really one
For
way
the
or
Jew
other?
hour, most of them were like, oh, this is really interesting and fun. Sometimes they were like, this is anti-Semitic. But it's also like, so what? You know, it's like, go be angry. It's like,
Right.
none of your feelings are real or not real. It doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Go be angry. I'm not going to stop doing this. Because also that rabbi loved it. This rabbi hates it.
Right.
I don't know. It's my experience, man. I can't. For Kathleen McGee, this comedian was in Toronto. Now she's Edmonton or Vancouver or whatever. She's doing a joke about getting raped. Someone was like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing jokes about rape. She goes, are you telling me not to artistically express my rape? The lady's like, yeah, I don't like it. It's like, well, you can not like it all you want. You're wrong to fucking bring this up to me. That's crazy.
That is, when you put it like, it is crazy to say I can't share whatever my experience in the world is, because then the biggest problem is we're going to be stuck with just one experience.
What's already out. That's it. Exactly. And you're like, that's not art. Art is wild outside the lines drawing. That's what it is. You want a fucking Rat King and you want a fucking Jim Gaffigan. They're way different.
Yeah.
So everyone has their own favorites.
And we need, and I do notice Brian Dorfman over at Zany's here in Nashville is like they started locking the phones up sometimes again.
So they were doing this weekend.
They
Love
were?
it. Love it.
Good.
Just for attention span, let alone stuff getting out, but just for attention span. Like
Yeah.
I want you to hear my setup.
Right.
To this joke about trees. It's not even an offensive joke, but it's like you're missing the setup, dude. I love when you see in the audience sometimes stand. I see people like on their phone, not taping me or anything, just on their phone, and then I'll keep going my bit because we can go a little autopilot, and then I'll like wait and I'm like, hold on, you guys, let me make a point real quick, sir, and they like look up and like yeah, I'm like, what was I talking about? And they're like, wedding. They like kind of half heard a little bit. I'm like, nah, you're way off. I'm like, the idea that you're still paying attention. This is the most exciting thing in your week. You're at a live stand-up comedy show, and you're missing it to scroll.
Yeah.
Because you're an addict. Because we're all addicts.
Oh, that's the truth, man. That's the truth. It's like, what's a worse addiction? What's this?
Yeah.
It's an addiction. That's the thing. We're letting
Getting in the way of your life. That's what an addiction is, right?
Yeah.
Not when you do it a lot, when it gets in the way of your life. Sex addiction is like, it's okay to fuck, but like you want to hang out with your friends and you go off to fuck because you can't stop yourself. That's when it's an addiction.
Well, that's what D'Elia talks about too now. He says like he would literally be on his phone all the time. And he's like, and I equated it later to like he's just DMing, just literally like going through like, just any woman, anything that has long hair, dude, and bumps on the front of its sternum, right? It could even be measles, right?
Yeah.
It could be anything. And he's just he said, but it was like watching somebody shoot heroin into their body.
Yeah, exactly.
But because it looks different, we don't equate it to the same thing.
My favorite D'Elia was when he started and he was with a chick and he was monogamous with her, and like he was around willing to talk. He wasn't like running off to do stuff. And then even when he was single doing that, he's not doing anything wrong, but it'd be like, hang out, man. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Stop that for a second. Just come hang out. We're all chilling.
Well, that's the coolest thing is that guy who I never knew that guy is back now.
Oh, really?
It's real interesting. Yeah, I mean, you could sit with Chris and have a conversation, and he's engaged, and he tries to express to you that he genuinely cares. Like just.
Oh, interesting.
It's interesting, man.
Yeah,
And it's powerful to see too.
Those cancelings really do set you free at some point because like you already did it.
Right.
You already did it. So now it's like, let me be stop caring about what other people think. And just be you.
Yeah, that's what's kind of great. I almost feel like, in a way, I'm kind of like, you're like a free man.
It's like when you get COVID, right? You're scared of it, then you get it. You're like, oh, well, then I'm immune for the next 6 months. Then you're like, bars.
You got
Go to
antibodies.
bars? You guys want to hang out?
Yeah,
Parties,
you got the
weddings?
antibodies right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah.
You're like Frederick Douglass now, Sean, not George Washington all of a sudden. everything here is changing. Any other good question for Ari came in?
Yeah, dude, Nashville's a cool town. I'm glad you're here. This is like, it'll
I'll
be
give you a
hard
ride
not to
back,
drink
too.
for sure, but it's a drinking town. But like, it's cool here, man.
It is.
Just
It's
being here for
interesting.
the last 2
You get
weeks.
to get some weird shit. Like you get to go over to Kid Rock's house. You get to go to fucking like Like I'm friends with Jimmy
Of
John.
course, you got to know Kid Rock. That makes complete sense.
Right.
I wouldn't have thought of it until you said it.
Out
but
of
like,
his mind, dude.
Really?
And my audience isn't a country audience. My audience is kind of just like, I think, just regular guys.
who likes the country? Who likes looking at it from afar?
Yes, who wouldn't mind? Yeah, maybe
Give me a
one day
version of
living in it.
country.
Yeah, but I don't get like I don't get like the red, white, and blue, like or the rebel flag guys. Those have never been my audience. Like my biggest
Right.
sales are in Portland and Australia. So I think I get like just I don't know.
Australia, that's your big one, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, like
They are a great market.
maybe Melbourne, Australia, or just anywhere in Australia.
Comics
man.
Lounge. Yeah.
Australia's awesome, and Australia's kind of a fucking. They're a place built on criminals,
But they got that as a vibe.
Yeah,
For
and so I think
sure.
that's who I think. A lot of my priorities is just recovering criminals, bro. That's exactly what I think it is, man. Some emotional, recovering from emotional, some recovering from actual crimes. Here we got a question right here from a guy, and we'll finish up.
Hello, Arishaffir.
You said it
I
kind
was
of wrong.
wondering if you would rather have sex with Hillary Clinton or have
Stop you
Bill
right there. I
Clinton.
want to. But go ahead. I mean, she'd be hot as shit, man. Because she's a straight killer. So she fucks like she kills. Yeah. Hard and without remorse.
I bet she only does reverse cowboy, and that she is on a tablet while she's doing it.
Exactly. Making deals, fucking getting her foundation funded.
Yeah, ordering pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Multitasking. You're right. Reverse cowgirl
Yeah.
with Hillary Clinton. Somebody's got a Photoshop that from one of my tours. Hillary Clinton reverse cowgirling me. She's ordering stuff from the new Arishaffir tour.
That's funny. Yeah, I would go. What's funny is you go to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and it's just a small college town, and it's really neat. And you realize that that's where Bill and Hillary met each other and stuff. It's a really, it's just interesting. It adds a different.
When you break down their
context to it
fame,
all.
right, to like,
Right.
oh, you guys are just two Fayetteville people
Right.
at your heart.
It's real
got successful,
interesting.
but-
yeah, you're like, this is like, yeah, just it's actually a beautiful college town. It's like, this is just a small college town, and you guys just.
That's the thing people always forget about, like Rogan or any of us too. They're like, oh, because he's got this big platform, right? So you're like, he has a responsibility or whatever. And I keep trying to say this in the nicest way. Like, I'm just a douchebag comic. So are you. So's Joe.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
Right.
We're just comics.
Right.
I'm still just a door guy at the Comedy Store.
Right.
Just trying to make a funny joke. And I might have gotten more successful, and so are you, so are any of us. But like, we're still just these beginning comics in our hearts.
Right.
We're still these guys like, want to go to Jerry's Deli late at night?
Yeah.
And that hasn't changed. Just the cars we're driving. That's the only shit that's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point, man. I'm so glad that,
Hillary and Bill,
that you
they're
came
just-
over and spent some time, man. Some of this stuff I just need to be reminded of. I need to get a dose of like of that New York attitude, that you get from you. And just to not be afraid to just be free sometimes. Like I get so scared, I do get so scared. And not just what I'm going to say. Sometimes I don't get that scared about that. But I do get some scared about like taking a break or taking care of myself, or like, what do I need to do for me? Because I think I was always just like, the only way I felt okay is if other people were, like,
Right.
you want to
Living
appease
for
them.
others.
Yes. Or when you're
That's
growing
some
up, you're like,
childhood shit.
yeah. So it's just that kind of shit,
I'm going to make the suggestion. I've made it to other people in our old Comedy Store group that I've seen get famous. It's going to be hard, but I would say like, and you could pre-record some podcasts if you want to like not be gone from the fans, but go to another country, go stay in some hostels and leave your phone here in America. Find a burner when you get there and take a month, maybe more, but take a month minimum and just get lost. You got money now, dude.
Yeah,
so
get
it's
lost.
like, to protect yourself, it's going to be hard. I can talk you through where to go and stuff like that, but like the world out there is wild, and it reminds you that like, things are fun, and no one will know who the fuck you are. You got recognized once, maybe. There's a bunch of Irish people who are like, oh, I've never heard of any of that shit, and like, you just get free. You get free out there, just out there in the world, South America, or it's like literally stay in hostels just to socialize. You'll get used to it. And like we said, like people adapt. You get used to a fucking hostel cot in 4 days. And then then you're just like floating, and it's just so freeing on a level that I can't really fully express. And I would consider doing it. Say like, put a date like 5 months from now or something. So
Right.
it's like, tell your fans like, hey, I'm going to be taking January off or something,
It's funny that we came to America for freedom, and now it's like we're going other places for it in a weird way.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Happy 9/11, dude, and the best Arishaffir
Thanks.
joke I can think of saying, dude. Happy 9/11.
Thanks.
And thanks for being here. You guys check out arishaffir.com for tickets to the tour. And
Podcast, Arishaffir Skeptic Tank, and
gotta
yoga
come back
classes
on.
online. Yeah, I want to have you back on. Maybe about relapse, actually.
we did that
I
walk
do
in the
talk-
woods, man.
That was fun as shit.
Yeah.
Before we were like recorded stuff, but like video recorded. But
Yeah.
it was just like carrying mics. I got lav mics for that same kind of shit now.
And Blair Sochi, do you know who that is? She does the
Little bit.
breath work. She's a comedian.
Oh, really?
And she also does the breath work. Dude, I did a session with her last week, and it was crazy, bro.
She live here or back in LA?
She's in LA, so we just did it over Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
But it was like, just like you do all this breathing so you get all this carbon or something in your body, and then like your nervous system's kind of shut down, so you're just like literally standing around in your emotions and shit. Shit was fucking deep.
Isn't that kind of yoga where it's like
It's kind of like that in a way. Yeah.
that shit?
But for
Fire
25 minutes, you're doing that.
Damn.
Dude, I couldn't move my arms. You're literally just lobstered out, dude. I mean, you're freaking Jordan Peterson's pet,
Really?
dog. Yeah, you're just lobstered out. And then, so then all that's left is like finally some of these emotions come up out of the sediment of like, oh, it felt crazy, bro.
That's cool. And you're
I was
off all that.
bawling, like just tears, not even tears that I wanted to cry, tears that had just been in me, just fucking.
Really?
It was real fascinating, man. I'm actually hoping to do it with her again on Monday.
Oh, I'm going to hit her up.
I want to keep doing it.
She teaches it for like a class?
Yeah, she just does it. Yeah, she knows how to do it.
Cool.
She knows how to do it with people. But yeah, man, you're a pioneer, man, in a lot of ways, man. And you know, it's fascinating to hear. Thank you for being here today, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, buddy. It's nice seeing you.
You too.
All right, gay sex now?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll do a little. We'll do a little, man. Sean, you're in first, dude, huh?
Centipede.
Yeah, he loves it. He can't tell a lie, this guy, man. He loves it.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jonathan Kite, and welcome to Kite Club, a podcast where I'll be sharing thoughts on things like current events, stand-up stories, and 7 ways to pleasure your partner. The answer may shock you. Sometimes I'll interview my friends. Sometimes I won't. And as always, I'll be joined by the voices in my head.
You have 3 new voice messages.
A lot of people are talking about Kite Club. I've been talking about Kite Club for so long, longer than anybody else. So great. Hey, sweetheart, here's the deal. Anyone who doesn't listen to Kite Club is a dodgy bloody wanker. Do you know what I mean?
Hi, I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese and a McFlurry.
Sorry, sir, but our ice cream machine is broken.
Oh, no!
I think Tom Hanks just butt-dialed me. Anyway, first rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Second rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Third rule, like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts or watch us on YouTube, yeah? And yes, don't worry, my Brad Pitt impression will get better.
I want to announce some new Return of the Rat tour dates. January 26, Louisville, Kentucky. January 28, Indianapolis. February 2, Shreveport, Louisiana. February 3rd and 4th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. March 24th, Corpus Christi, Texas. March 25th and I believe 26th, Houston, Texas. We just added a new show there in Houston. April 26th and 27th, Phoenix, Arizona. May 13th, New York City. We just added a show there. June 1st and 2nd, Austin, Texas. And we will be adding new shows as current shows sell out. So if it sells out, just check back. You can use the code RATKING if it's before Friday, November 18th. If it's on Friday, November 18th or after, then you can just buy the tickets as you go. Go through theovon.com/TOUR and to make sure you get accurately priced. And thank you so much for all of your support. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to get out there and see you. Love you guys, gang. Today's guest has been, he's been on quite a ride. as a human, as a content creator. He's one of a kind. There's no doubt about that. He has a new special, Jew, out on YouTube, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about the journey of creating that, and I'm just grateful to get to spend some time with him while he's out here in Los Angeles. He has tour dates and everything. You can check it all out. Today's guest is Arishaffir.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it.
Since you came to Nashville, remember? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was cool, man.
That's
Thank
ruined
you.
a lot of me, but not all of it.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Just still slowly just getting over. I mean, my burnout was so bad. It's tough to say that to people because people don't know it. But like, I couldn't even sit through a conversation. Well, there's a conversation I did with this guy, Bryce Mitchell, where I could barely even talk. I was just got burnt out, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just been a slow, like, you know, every couple weeks I feel a little bit better. I got on like some peptides, and I got like a lot of different vitamins, and did that ayahuasca thing to try to get better. I mean, I was trying everything to kind of, you know, see what was going on. But,
Yeah, I was telling Bobby he needs to take time off. I was telling him yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta do this and this." I'm like, "Dude, you're saying the same thing everyone's saying." And I was saying how like you and I were talking about it.
Yeah, and I appreciate you hitting me up. You hit me up and say, "Hey, man, you remind me to take some time off to go do some things for myself."
But I said how like the comments were all like, "Yeah, Theo, go. We'll still be here. Like, go get right."
Yeah.
The comments weren't like, "No, you better not take off." The comments were like shockingly the other way. Like,
yeah. Why do you think we get that feeling then that we can't, that we have to keep going? What do you think some of that comes from?
some of it's the drive within, like where it's like we had starvation mentality for so long, you know, that we're still like, I gotta work, I got a job, I got an offer for a gig, and you're like, yeah, those are we have to be comfortable, you know, like you know, you raise poor if you're like, hey, the fucking free breakfast stops at 10, we got to get down there, and then at some point you're like, I'll just go buy breakfast, you know, and you're like, oh right, yeah, I guess I don't need the Continental. like you got to just convince yourself that you're fine.
That's a good point. I think some of that realization too, some of that slowly coming into my own head, like everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know? I remember we get the Continental, dude. My mom, sometimes we would go meet my grandparents and we'd stay at like this Howard Johnson's.
Hojo's, bro.
Oh,
They had it.
they were nice.
They were nice.
They had a nice eating place in there.
Yeah, you could eat there.
Yeah.
The waffle maker.
God.
Because then you weren't just eating good. You were like contributing.
Yeah. You were there.
You were like, go make it. Like, I can make waffles.
Oh, at
What am I,
the concierge
I'm
breakfast.
like a French chef now. Yeah.
Then you'd forget about it. You have to turn it over. Bro, I wonder how many lawsuits there have been of people who like just like
Burn
thick bitches that tore their rotator cuff on that
it was
thing.
pre-lawsuits too. They were like, this guy fucking burned himself. Like, yeah, you know how people are. Hot irons will do that. Oh, you let your 7-year-old? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Before that one bitch at McDonald's who fucking spilled coffee and then she sued and won. At that point, everybody had to be like, hey, no more freedoms for you guys.
They ruined it all, man. I used to love the freedoms because, then anything could happen. You meet a guy who like, you meet a kid and his eye was like sewn shut from like a hot waffle iron.
Tell me your story. I tried to restart. Remember No Face at the Comedy Store? Oh, we had a comic named No Face because he had like fucking Mac the Knife Face.
Oh, he did.
Because he tried to fix a fucking one of those like things in the back of a boat, those motors.
Yeah.
And he got way in. It's like, I know I can fix this. He's fucking on it, and then it was like, woo! They just no faced him.
Oh, damn.
He was not a great comic.
He fucking his cheeks got remixed, huh? He just got fucking.
He had all the sympathy, but he was kind of a dick too. And so he like heckle.
Oh.
But you knew he was him heckling because it's like dark in the Comedy Store. Be like, who's heckling? Because every heckle would be like, you suck. As like air was escaping from his lack of face.
Oh my God.
Tell a better joke.
Oh damn! He had a valve issue, huh? Dude, I saw sometimes the weirdest fans come out. There was a guy who came to the show and he's like, "Man, you got to meet my cousin. He's the biggest fan of yours. He lost 70% of his skull." I'm like, "Oh damn, dude!"
Wow! And you want to be like, tell me about the 30%.
Yeah. Well, he would take his hat off and then he would go. And his head would literally go like that, dude.
I'd be like cartoon surprise.
Oh, yeah. He would go, and you see, oh.
How did he lose his skull?
I don't know. They went into it, man. I thought it was going to be a little bit smoother of a deal, It was something, I want to say it like some of those like electronic double doors or whatever,
Oh.
Like at a, like a Chase Bank bid him or something on the way in or whatever. And
He just didn't read a soul and it was like closed.
I think it just yeah. And I guess the argument in court was that his soul wasn't showing up on those monitors.
So it wasn't their fault. Yeah. He should have gone to church more. It wouldn't have been an issue. You go like this in the elevator and it's like, it's not closing. It's just outside.
Hey, buddy, your soul ain't showing up on here,
Dude, I got back from, I don't know where I was, France, and I got that global entry. So you don't have to do a meeting if you just like on your way back, you can do it. So I'm sitting there waiting. And some lady was like, "Oh, hey, I'm a fan of yours." I'm like, "Oh, what are you getting your global entry?" She goes, "No, they're not registering my daughter's face. She went full goth." Oh. And the machine is like, "This ain't her."
Damn, I guess it can't
sorry.
tell. So maybe goth is the way out of all of this.
Maybe goth's the way out.
Maybe Marilyn Manson fans, because you don't see a lot of like Asian Marilyn Manson fans or things like that, or like who was that lady who sang Happiness?
Is it Warm Gun? No. Sing that.
Florence
The
and the
dog
Machine.
days.
What?
Florence and the Machine.
Oh, Florence and the
Florence and the
Machine.
Machine, yeah.
She sang a song they'll never play again. It's like about getting beat up.
Really?
Hit me. What is it? Kiss with a Fist.
Oh.
And they don't play it much anymore. It's such a good fucking banger. It's
It
like
is
feel
cool.
something over nothing.
Yeah.
And then she's like, eh. Her
Well,
fan
it's
base
interesting
isn't
because
great.
some people use violence as their form of affection.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty wild. Jew, man, let's talk about your you have a new special out.
New special.
So the journey of this special is interesting because I remember, because I remember when you did this, like you had started this kind of years ago, right?
Yeah, 5.5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It was canceled a couple times. But, you stopped me on first down and second down. I still got third. I picked it up, 3rd and 14. I picked it up.
Jumar Chase over here, dude. You're fucking going deep, bro. Well, congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I watched about the first 20 minutes, so that's as far as I've gotten.
Nice. That's more than I can watch most comics. Even to put it on is a nice compliment.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I loaded up your thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, I loaded up, my mom called, I forgot to, But like, just to load it up is like, cool. Well, every comic is like, we know them all, so we can't watch them all.
Yeah. And I love the candles. I love the setup, kind of. It felt a little scary, kind of a little bit. It felt a little like we'd gone down into a hole in the desert and you were kind of telling me some stories, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it's got that campfire vibe versus like religious-y kind of feel.
Yeah, Indiana. It had a little bit of an Indiana
Jones,
Temple of Doom kind of vibe.
Uh-huh.
A little bit for me.
Yeah, and you will waste your soul away. They're going to steal your fucking heart if you watch it too much.
If you watch it 3 times.
Yeah, and then it's like, what does it really say when he was like getting his art? Gongala. What is this? What did he say? He has some words.
In Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Pull it up there.
Shalimar, something like that.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Shalimar. Fuck, I know it. It's close. I'm close.
So that must have felt great, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it felt great.
And it was interesting because if you'd have done it in the beginning, it would have been for Netflix.
No.
It wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought that it was going to be for Netflix, and then now ended up on YouTube, and that would have seemed like almost a better choice.
Yeah, it was always going to be YouTube. It was kind of like before people were putting them on YouTube. I already had the thought of like, no, this is the way. It's like you can get it to everybody. You'll be like early on a platform.
You still own it.
You still own it, sure. They can't stick some fucking lady's name on the end of it as a producer that I never met once in my life or ever talked to.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is this lady you guys just stuck on the end of my shit?
Yeah.
I think credits are important. You can't just stick some fucking lady's name on there.
They'll just sticky tack some broad.
Yeah. I'm like, what? So yeah. And honestly, it was better. I got to like go back to these jokes like with like a year and a half off and go, oh, some of this is too long. These setups are too long. Like some of these, like, oh, this is the same joke twice. I can't see it, forest for the trees kind of shit. And then I was able to like edit a lot better. It's a lot better because of all that.
How much is it to shoot something like that?
This one cost me quite a bit.
They're expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, you can make them for very little, and you'll still get the jokes across. It'll still be good, but the way I wanted to make it, it costs a lot.
Couple hundred G.
$230.
Wow.
Yeah, the song cost 20.
Oh yeah, isn't that crazy? You're like, oh, this song would be great, and like it's 20 grand. You're like, God.
It was Satchmo, what's his name? Louis Armstrong. And it was $8 grand. I was like, okay, wow, that's not crazy. Fuck, that's a lot of money, but I'll pay for it. They go, well, also there's like a chorus he uses on it, so you got to pay the chorus guy also. I'm like, well, how much is he? He's like, he's 10. I'm like, what? And they go, yeah, and they have favorite nations, so it's 10 and 10.
Oh,
I'm what? We went from 8 to
favorite
20.
nations. They're both from Africa, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the favorite nation.
Oh, damn. I guess it is now, huh?
Yeah, it is now. It's a
They're
favorite
getting it.
nation.
Yeah.
I got a promo shirt.
Wow. Yeah, let's get it out, dude.
Let's get it out.
There we go. Arishaffir, Jew, dude. No more
Right now.
hiding.
That's right. The Jews are out of the attic into your homes.
I'm coming out of the attic. Dude, I'll say this about Anne Frank's place. I went there.
Yeah?
It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Massive, overlooking a fucking river.
Bro, it's nice.
Perfect location.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there's coffee shops everywhere. What a wonderful spot. Oh, I will tell you this. I did it on my last special. There's like a brunch place. If you're ever in Amsterdam, right below Anne Frank's house. So Anne Frank's is around the corner, and then below, it's like 2 steps down. It closes like 3 p.m. The best grilled cheese sandwich I've ever had in my life. I mean, it is out, like, you use 4 cheeses, out of this fucking world.
Just stop it. You're killing me, dude. Is it really the best grilled cheese ever?
Stop it.
I don't know when else I would be able to use that joke.
Yeah.
I don't know when else I'd be able to use it.
You made a joke last time that I missed, that I saw some comments. I'm like, fuck, I felt so bad I missed it. I forgot what it was. And it was like, what a fucking idiot when a comic just like, uh-huh.
Oh, sometimes you get stuck in podcasts. You're listening. You're trying to be involved in it. Dude, thank you so much. This is like I'm happy to be able to be in a conversation and have a good time.
Yeah.
So
Why, you got some serious ones?
No, I just haven't, like it feels good to fucking just be having fun.
You know what else feels good? The great taste of Celsius. Feels good going down. It's delicious and low calorie, I assume.
It might be actually.
Only 1 serving per container. You don't get less servings than that.
Yeah, what a stat.
Thanks, Celsius. All right.
Dude, it's funny because I'll pass up my morning coffee and I'll just wait until I get here to have this.
Does it have caffeine in it?
It has a little bit.
Oh, I need some.
It's nice, man. So now, because Jewish stuff is like, it's been like hot recently, right?
Hot? Yeah.
So
we're on fire now.
Was that a part of the reason? Were you just happening to be putting it out at that time?
Happy putting it out. I was going to do Rogan's podcast. We're going to do a Sober October wrap up. And I was like, I had it. And none of these bits are like timely. They're all 5,000-year-old like source material.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's no rush or not rush.
Yeah.
I took my time editing it. Went to Paris for like a couple weeks, and people are like, where's the edit notes? I'm like, oh, yeah. Sorry. They're like, all right, you're the boss. Sorry, we're waiting on you. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. But then I was going to do Rogan's. I was like, that's a good time. I'll just do it the day after I do Rogan's. So as soon as it comes out, I'll just have it. And then fucking.
It blew up.
Yeah. Old Gold Digger fucking dug into the fucking backlogs and started promoting it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And does it feel kind of like because you've had some moments of like kind of like I don't know if it's rocky moments in your world.
Some hurdles.
Yeah, I would say you've had some hurdles. I mean, you like to be you like to play track and field.
Yeah.
So
I like to stir that pot.
Yeah, you like to be out there, baby.
People get. I stir the pot so much. People around me get enveloped in my pot stirring. Sorry,
like, dude, I got soup on my feet from you, bro.
Sorry about the soup.
Put that
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Waiter, there's a lawyer in my soup. That's the fucking thing I feel like.
Yeah, if you have me on your podcast, there's a chance you're gonna have to contact a lawyer at some point. What a fun time.
But so that had to be wild then. So did you feel like, oh my God, this is like kismet or whatever, that I'm putting this thing out, and now there's all this Jewish like anti or Semite stuff and stuff happening?
No, I thought it was going to be the end of it again. I thought it was going to go fourth
really?
down. Yeah, because I saw a world where the reaction to that was going to be overly protective, and they go anything that's even remotely anti-Semitic, where they wouldn't get a joke, they don't know what irony is, like anything remotely, we're just killing it so that we don't have to worry about being called anti-Semitic. I could see a world where that would happen. Wow. There's a chef, you can pull it up, I don't know if you can. This guy has like a pancake mix company, black guy, and the logo of his company is him with one of those big chef's hats, and he like was promoting his stuff, and Instagram or Facebook, doesn't matter, same. They're like, that's racist. Take it down.
Damn.
And he goes, what? That's me. It's my company. They're like, nah, it's racist. He goes, what? Racist? I'm him, and I'm a chef. They're like, nah, dude, come on, that's racist. Yeah, Uncle Pete's. It might not be Uncle Pete's. It's someone like that.
Oh shit, that's Master Pete.
That's Master Pete's. It ain't that one.
He has pancake mix.
Yeah, and it's like, and it just looks too reminiscent. So they went overboard and they fucking didn't let this guy promote his own black-owned business. And so I could see a world where that would happen. And I get it also from their point of view. They're like, I don't know.
Oh, damn, bro.
Yeah. These all look so racist now.
Everything does.
Damn,
now,
black people look racist.
Well, I think it's like
if black people are in the kitchen, you can't be cooking anymore, blacks.
Oh, dude, if a black guy even brings my food out, I don't even know how to behave anymore.
It's like, hey, you're doing this because you want to, right? You're free of your own volition to come and go.
I'm like, just set it down. I'll meet you halfway.
I'll go get it. Just tell me it's up, or don't. Just kind of signal in some way.
Oh man, dude, it's such a.
So I was worried about
time.
that happening.
Really, because that's funny. Because I would think the other thing, like people would be more. There would probably be more support for it.
Sure, but I was like, I wasn't looking for that when I thought of putting it out. So I was like, don't let it go away.
Oh.
There is a world you could see where that could happen.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's hard to have any type of irony these days, Did you feel is it anti-Semitical?
No, it's not the word, but no, it's not. It's very reverential and whatever, but also like, yeah, you make fun of yourself.
Yeah. You
remember Stevie Z?
He died?
Davey Wester?
No.
Cerebral palsy comic?
Oh, yeah. He died?
Nope. Sorry, dude.
Oh, damn.
He's still living, still with us. But, he has cerebral palsy. And when he fell, since he's our friend,
people would have cared more right there if you'd have said he died, probably, which is a sadder part.
Hey, Davey, if you're out there and you want to help this podcast, kill yourself.
Oh, damn. No.
Theo Von said, kill yourself.
No, I didn't.
The views of the guests on this podcast are represented by the podcast itself.
Oh, yeah.
Kill yourself. Do it. Kill yourself.
God, I feel like I'm in the cheapest Saw movie. It's like,
did you have like a trap? Nah, we couldn't afford that.
Well, it's like that girl that texted her boyfriend. He's like, oh, my car's broken down. She's like, I bet you won't kill yourself.
He's like, damn, maybe I should kill myself. Like, have some balls, dude. Think it out.
Yeah, that's what she told him. You don't have any balls.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll show you.
Yeah, do something else, dude.
Damn.
Dude, eat some fucking brother cakes. Don't fucking get out there and take your own life.
Hey, have you ever been on Squidbillies?
No.
You should get on that show.
People always ask me about Squidbillies.
That's one of the best shows in the world. And I saw something I thought was a squid, and then it's that on that belt. It looks like squid legs.
Oh, yeah.
You should do Squidbillies, man. They would love you. I would love to be on that, but you should be on.
I think I reached out to them about trying to do a cartoon or something at some point, and they didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Adult Swim is done now. anywhere.
Yeah, Adult Swim. Fucking somebody pulled the drain. Did you? Because did you feel like was there a lot of? Because
Yeah, it's not anti-Semitic, but it is making fun of our own. So I was going to say, when Davey Wester would me and Renazizi saw Davey Wester trying to get a straw in his mouth, but you know those double doors, the saloon doors, the door. And we were looking, and he was trying to get the straw, and he kept like missing it, and kept trying to get it. And man, we were dying. And then eventually he like sees we're laughing. He's like, "Fuck you guys!" But it was so fucking fun because we love him, and we're like, we know this is your disability, and you're trying to overcome it, and that is funny that you're failing.
Oh, totally, man. I mean, I think some of that is interesting because I'll have a friend who will like go to therapy all the time, and I know, and even myself, and that's our disability. And there's times where I'll laugh at it, or if a friend makes a joke about it, I'll laugh. You know, it's like it's funny.
You want to be dark? Like I thought about killing myself again. You're like, I know you're serious. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
Sometimes you want to be dark.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's not anti-Semitic, but there is like some making fun of Jews. There's a difference.
Is there? Yeah, because I feel like sometimes you can't even say Jew, and then everything is anti-Semitic.
Exactly. It's literal people. It's going like you can make fun of the president. You could be like, oh, the president fell off his bike, and you're like, why do you hate America? You know,
right?
And it's like, nah, I'm just making fun of his his shirt's untucked.
Yeah,
like you can, you know.
Oh, totally.
There's this Bobcat Goldthwait had this great story about being on a plane, and there's a bunch of Down syndrome kids on the plane, and they had to make a semi-emergency landing. I think they couldn't figure out if the wheels could come out or not, and they didn't know. So they're like, "Hey, we have to burn off fuel. We don't know if there's going to be a crash landing or not. Our sensors aren't working. We're going to have fire trucks like on the premises waiting for us, you know." And all these Down syndrome, everyone's so worried. These Down syndrome kids are like, "Fire trucks, fire trucks!" And now there's a person that goes, "Well, airplane jokes are hacky." And you're like, oh, no, dude, you don't understand this at all.
Yeah,
and you're trying to weigh in.
Yeah, yeah, dude. This is about perception.
Yeah.
Interesting, man. I think, because that's one thing that sometimes it's like you can say almost anything, but if you say the word Jew, then people, and it makes
they go, oh, is this?
Right.
Yeah, is that a no-no
word? It makes it
like,
not even fun. It makes it like I can't even joke. I get scared to joke around with some of my Jewish friends, or I feel like I need to ask permission if I can joke sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? This is that weird world that we're in now. You listen to these fucking dorks too much, and you start feeling weird, and you're like, and you realize most of us are just comics. Like, we're cool. You know, every week somebody walks out angry from the Comedy Store or from one of your shows, probably too. You know, you're doing 1,000 people in a night. 2 people are going to leave angry.
Yeah,
you can't be worried about them.
Sometimes you see them leave.
Yeah, I got a complaint in Chicago. 2 separate couples, old couples, left 5 minutes apart. Their kids told them to go see me, and they both said the same thing to the management. It's not enough that he's making fun of the death of children. It's that everyone else is laughing about it. Yeah, they're egging him on. And it's like, yeah, get out of here. You're not 4 year. You can't stop doing it because of those 2 dorks.
Their kids are probably sitting home like, we knew they fucking hate him. Yeah. Totally. Fire trucks. Yeah. What do you think about this, Ari? We got some news that popped up here, man. Speaking about
what's that? Are we talking about the fishing scandal?
People, oh yeah, did you see that?
They're going to jail. Those people are going to jail over some fucking trout.
Are they going to jail now?
I think so.
Yeah. Wasn't it so crazy? The guy's just standing there. Can you bring up that fishing scandal?
Fucking Lance Armstrong skated on it, and these fishermen are going to jail. Those teams are like, seriously, swamp people don't fuck around. The French are like, you learn your lesson, but the swamp people are like, nah, dude, you got to be punished.
2 men accused of cheating in an Ohio fishing tournament scandal have been indicted.
Indicted is high-level arrest.
Is it?
Well, apparently these guys actually they 5 different guys, they took away their like yearly income because like the amount that they won for this is not a small amount.
Yeah.
How much? What do you win? What if you're the top level fucking?
Let's guess. What do you think?
88
of this
grand.
tournament.
Oh, this tournament alone, I think top prize $28,000.
Ooh,
that might be too high.
No, I think I was going to go 35,000.
Let's see.
It's 29,000.
Damn. And I don't want to say the J word right there, but you know what I was going to say.
I drew him down one. Well, you got to make a cut to the organizer.
I think, yeah, cut to the organizer. Larry Fishburne.
David Silver's got to get his cut. Like Fishburne. Fishstein. Yeah.
Troutstein. This was wasn't this crazy though?
They put weights in it, but they were just too much. It's like those guys taking roids. Like, take a little bit of roids.
Yeah.
Don't get the fucking Barry Bonds bionic head.
Yeah.
You take too much. Just put a little bit of weight in there. Put a fucking 1 gold coin in there. Don't put you don't want to pick up this and be like, it feels fucking like 80 pounds. What the fuck?
Yeah, every one of the fish, it was crazy because they'd have like a huge fish and then a little fish, and the little fish was weighing the same as
Two
the
guys
huge
that are picking
fish.
up the little fish. What the fuck? Crazy. Yeah. And like, something's up. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, like a bigger fish ate one of the little fish and just sunk to the bottom of the pond, and they ripped these dudes.
They ripped them apart.
And the one guy stood there like he didn't know. I would have jetted.
Yeah, go. Get on your fucking speedboat and go. Go live. You know how to. You've taught a man to fish. You can do it. You know, not as well as the other guys, but you can earn yourself a fucking meal.
Yeah. Oh, I would have been out of there, man. And
Teach a man to cheat and fishing, and he'll fish it.
The guy just pulling these. I mean, he pulled a kettlebell.
I
out
love that they were
once.
like, it's like a man got caught cheating. He was like, wow, that's crazy. This fish must have been eating lead weights.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, these fish must have been.
A filleted fish. Look at this is a fillet, yeah. A filleted fish. Walleye fillet.
Wow. Pieces of other fish. He should have just done that.
Oh, it's very Dahmer-esque when you get to that part.
I got video.
He's just standing right there
He's like,
watching it.
You got anything to say? Refund all that fucking money.
Refund all that fucking money.
Wow. Refund all that fucking. So what, did he get it and then went home with it and they came back for another time? Like, what?
Well, go on, Zach.
I think they win money throughout the season. And
So they're like, this
saying,
isn't just now. You got to give back everything.
Right.
It's like why Barry Bonds not in the Hall. They're like, we don't know when this started.
Oh, it's true.
He was. You could see a guy being caught. He's in the midst of freezing. It's flight or fright or freeze, you know, and he's just hoping it ends. He doesn't know what to do.
Yes.
He should get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
He
got
should just run.
Yeah.
No, they'll chase him down.
That's a good point. If he starts running, he'd have been probably a dead man.
Yeah, it's like if a dog's barking at. If you start running, that dog's gonna get you.
Oh, it's true, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that. Once you run, it makes something else want to chase you.
Let him stop! Don't let him run. Yeah, you have to be calm and calm them around you. Yeah, cheating and fishing. Refund that money.
It's just it's sad. It's just kind of the world we in. A lot of cheating out there, you know. A lot of people just cutting corners, I guess. But I don't know. Everybody else there seemed pretty pissed, and it seemed like maybe it's just these guys.
It sucks. You're fucking playing a game. You were cheating the whole time. So we're like, what the fuck? Come on. That's why I love the Tour de France when they took it away from Lenny Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, we got to give it to the guy who came in second place. And they're like, nah, he was roiding too. And they're like, fuck, third? Like, roiding. You know how far that? 17. They had to give it to the number 17 guy. And I'm like, he didn't even finish the same day. he fucking finished on Tuesday. They all came in fucking, through the palace on Sunday. And that guy rolled up, took a break, stopped for the night. He goes, man, I've lost. I don't know. And then he's like, tortoise in the hair. As long as you finish, who knows?
He's not even a cyclist. It's just a black guy in a chef's hat.
He's an Uber Eats guy. And he's like, I just came through the fucking Palais Royale.
Did you see this? You saw Trump's back up.
Trump's back up what?
Let's play it.
Hard on?
No, if he got a hard, I mean, he's fine.
Oh, Trump in order.
Great and glorious again. I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
I love the breaking news at the bottom. Trump expected to announce presidential bid at any moment. Like, yeah, he just did it. Fucking Ticker. Get with it, Ticker. You're fucking behind the times.
Yeah, Ticker's almost like that autistic buddy you have.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Ticker. And that was always a name they had for somebody that had autism or whatever.
A ticker, because he's a tick.
Ticker or Button. Hey, Button.
Where is this?
Tell him, Button.
Tell him, Button.
Mar-a-Lago.
It's Mar-a-Lago.
What do you think about this?
He's going to win, right?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't follow politics at all. So
I don't follow him much either.
It is interesting because I like the tears of the righteous. And man, this guy makes them flow. It's fun for me to watch their tears.
Well, even when you saw Dave Chappelle saying that, did you see that bit that he talked about Trump?
He goes, I'm not. I remember him before. He goes, but he was running. He goes, I'm not going to vote for him. I'll vote for Hillary, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Do you see that? Can you find that
What'd he
clip,
say?
Zach, where he said the other day during his SNL thing about why people liked Trump, which was the original.
How old's Trump now? Damn. So he's 8 years past where he was before. He was already old then. You think he's still fucking?
Yeah.
You think Trump's still fucking?
I think one of his top goals, I think he's getting probably exomes and stem cells into that.
It's probably smart to take the 4 years off because then you extend, your time being at the top. You're on 4, off 4, but that off 4, you're still former president.
You're still a G.
Yeah, and then on 4 again, and then the next 4, you were just the president. So you really get 16 years out of that if you run it right.
And you get to bounce back and kind of like see whatever didn't work maybe the first time. I don't know if in Trump's case he's able to do that, though.
You know what, Trump? You should change the Constitution to 8 consecutive years. So that way you can do it 8 full years this time. That's what Hitler did. Rewrite that Constitution.
Did he?
Yeah. You rewrite that Constitution, anything goes. Did it in Ecuador too. Rewrite the Constitution.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ecuador, huh?
Yeah, I knew a real liberal comic and she couldn't understand. She was like, what the fuck when Trump won? And I was like, well, you've never gotten out of your limo. You've never gone to Dayton. These people are depressed and they're looking for answers. You've never talked to them. You live in your fucking gated apartment building, where no one's allowed in. You have your fucking doorman wearing an SS outfit.
Yeah.
Like you have no idea what a human is like. So you're like, what? Like, right. You've sheltered yourself.
Yeah. Zach, look on Twitter, please, where they look at Chappelle, SNL, Trump. This is what I thought was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He said, some people don't understand why people like Trump. He goes, when he first was in the debates,
He was so funny.
Well, they asked him about the
media went so far overboard to try to discredit him that they eventually got caught, like, just misleading the truth.
Yeah, remember that Russia thing? Never was anything.
Not only was never anything, was invented by Hillary Clinton's side. So let's just say she didn't know, but it was invented by a Democratic side and pushed. So then they never go, oh, fuck, maybe we got to look at these liars over here. They just go, move past it. So it was like, if you're not going to apologize, it's like if you tell me you're going to pick me up from the airport and then you don't, and you never apologize, I don't think you're going to pick me up from the airport next time. I can't trust you're going to do it. If you said, dude, I'm so sorry, my alarm didn't go off, it's like, I can tell you're sorry.
Yeah.
But these people never owned up to anything they did. And so it's like, I was randomly in my car and I was listening to Trump on like NPR doing a State of the Union address or something. And he goes, this MS-13, this fucking group from Mexico, there's like the drug dealers and fucking smugglers. And he goes, they're terrible people. They're gang members. And they're rapists and, they're terrible people. And then the headline, I was like, I wonder how they're going to play it. The headline the next day is Trump calls Mexicans rapists.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, it's not a lie, but it sure ain't the truth. And eventually he did it so many times. We're like, we don't believe you guys.
Yeah, I think, well, that's one thing. I think people don't believe the news anymore. Some people still do believe the news. And I'm not saying believe the news in favor of any person.
Yeah, I haven't seen that Chappelle monologue, but they're like, oh, it's anti-Semitic. I'm like, I guarantee it's not.
Yeah.
I've seen enough of these. Every time you see a comic went too far, I'm just like, without watching it, no, he didn't.
Yeah. Let's see what he says right here. If he says about this Trump thing, if this is it.
First of all, nice jacket, Dave Chappelle. You look like fucking what's that guy's name? I'm talking about
David Hasselhoff.
No, he does look like David Hasselhoff. The black dude.
You might believe this is the end of his era. I'm just being honest with you. I live in Ohio amongst
Shaft.
the poor whites. A lot of you don't understand why Trump was so popular, but I get it because I hear it every day. He's very loved. And the reason he's loved is because people in Ohio have never seen somebody like him. He's what I call an honest liar. Well, I'm not joking right now. He's an honest liar. That first debate, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire screaming at the top of his lungs, this whole system is rigged, he said. And across the stage was a white woman, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, sitting over there looking at him like, no, it's not. I said, now, wait a minute, bro. It's what he said. And the moderator said, well, Mr. Trump, if in fact the system is rigged, as you suggest, what would be your evidence? You remember what he said, bro? He said, I know the system is rigged because I use it.
Pause it for a second.
God damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Also, in my special Arishaffir Jew, you will not go that long without a laugh. There is no period in that entire special where you.
Chappelle's definitely bought a lot of time where he's granted a lot of grace.
He's so cool sounding, but I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, get to it.
Punch that middle part up.
But I think that's one thing. That's the thing that I originally thought was fascinating about Trump. I'm like, he's not a politician.
He's not a politician.
So he has the chance, at least if it's possible,
just speak real,
to get in there and do at least shine some sort of a light on whatever we don't know.
Yeah.
Because he's not one of the two sides. He's not part of the fucking garden.
Yeah,
now,
it's too bad he's looking out for himself and business interests too much. It's too bad you get a sort of an evil one in there for that, doing that.
If it would have been somebody else, it could have been interesting.
Bernie maybe, or somebody who's like, hey, come on, we got to help people. Let's get these guys out of prison.
Yeah.
Just talking normal. Not like, and we're going to take it, and we're going to go to Washington, and we're going to change the whole thing. It's like, fuck you. You ain't one of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he got then. I think at that point something.
They just wanted to change, I think. People are like, fuck the system.
That's what they want. They wanted fuck that. That's what I want.
How come all these billionaires got more billions during COVID when we're all suffering?
I know.
Who's doing that? And it's rich people making rich laws for rich people.
Yeah.
I can't afford a lawyer when I get arrested. They just have them on retainer. So, of course, they're going to get off easy.
Well, it does start to feel in the world like
we got to go to where they're doing it. We got to climb some walls. We got to take care of business.
Yeah, but it's not. I feel like it used to feel like the government was the bad. I don't know if I
think
feel like
the government's bought out, right, by the businesses.
That's
like
what
they're one step down.
Yes.
The businesses put the government in charge to like keep us all going.
That's what it seems like, right?
Yeah. It's like an owner, and then the government's like managerial. They're supervisors.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and they're like they'll get theirs too. You know, they'll make sure to get theirs, but they're not the real ones.
Right. They're just kind of a liaison now between big business and regular folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. Anyway, not to be a downer, but that right there is what I thought was fascinating about Trump from the beginning was like, fuck, maybe there's a chance.
When she goes, you cheating on your taxes. He goes, I know, I'd be a fool not to.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. I have great fucking tax attorneys.
Yeah, play the rest of that clip. It might be on there.
That was basically the end of that clip.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. See, and that could be, we don't know if it is or not, but that could be.
It's an out of context. Fucking,
no, just big digital telling us that's the end of the clip.
That's enough. Hey, I got a call. It's actually the end of the clip.
Yeah.
Okay. Please use Crest when you're brushing your teeth, everyone. The great white smiles of Crest. You could do no wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about talking.
Does that feel like what it's getting to sometimes? Do you feel like
the overlords? You can't say certain things.
Do you feel like we're getting there?
Dude, I had Milo Yiannopoulos on my podcast.
You did?
Yeah, a long time ago.
And he's like kind of like a gay Flavor Flav, right?
In what way?
Like he's like a hype man or something?
He's a hype man. He's a troll.
Oh, he is.
He says stuff just to piss people off.
Oh.
And then it does piss people off. And they go, you're so fucking. And they hate he's gay. He's married to a black dude.
Oh, he's married to a black dude?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's so liberal, but he's conservative. And so he's like, the tears of the liberals get me hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I had him on my podcast to talk about how he's a troll and not this like evil whatever. And he keeps trying to go into, I'm like, hey, you're not fooling me. You know this thing, the white power sign? So he goes, him on 4chan, which I think is not a fucking, it's not this evil, it's a troll group, right? I think what's the best way to troll people is go conservative. That people hate that, so it's like, then do that, you know?
Right,
I always
especially
say,
online.
Yeah, online. So they go, let's invent a fake sign that means nothing. And they go, let's do this. We'll call it white power. So then he's like, all right, how do we get it out there? And they're all like, I don't know, let's go slowly, we'll see, whatever. And then Milo's just with the president randomly, you know, on a platform, and they're all taking pictures, and he goes, oh shit, they're taking pictures. And he just goes like that.
No.
And people are like, what's that sign? And then they showed those fucking kids, the one that was the Indian was yelling at.
Oh,
you know?
that was crazy.
And they see them, their basketball. Look, they're going like this.
Yeah.
And like, no, that's a 3-point. Steph
Yeah,
Curry's
shoot the
doing
three.
that. Yeah. It's like, they don't even understand it. And he got them all upset. And now there's a fight. It was even better. Yeah. Now there's a fight between the left and the right. You can't take away our this sign. Yeah. Weird, fuck you. It's racist. And it means nothing. He trolled them both. I had him on my podcast, Arishaffir Skeptic Tank, and I was just talking about trolling and the origins of it and how he does it. And I got demonetized on YouTube.
No.
Yeah.
For having him on?
Mm-hmm, I had to start a new account. You can no longer make any money on YouTube for just hearing that we're wrong about him. It's wild. So yeah, a few times you gotta like consider it, but at the same time, it's like, I make money on the road. You know.
Yeah, you've always been brave. You've always had that, like you've always not really mattered where the spoon is coming from as much, or that's what it seemed like from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah. It's like, Patrice would talk about it. If you owe them, they're gonna call in that favor. You know, it's like, just like, guys, we gotta be true to ourselves. And at some point, it's like, they're like, well, we need you to do this. I'm like, I don't want to. That's not funny. I don't want to do that not funny thing,
yeah.
You know?
Well, that's definitely, I think, happened over the years, especially with like Hollywood. Like, like Comedy Central sent me some offer the other day. It was like 6 episodes of something, and it was like $1,500 an episode or something, and it was very nice.
Yeah.
But it was like,
you were like,
I pitched 3 shows to you guys that you guys fucking passed on, and then now you should, it's just like, don't you have any fucking couth even as a It's almost like you walked past me a million times in the dog kennel, and then finally,
now I'm
when
the
I have a
fucking king's
collar,
dog. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, come on over.
When
here.
I've got an
Fuck
owner, you come by and ask me if I want to fucking come and.
I got some great advice from Eddie Griffin once. He told me I booked my first commercial. It was like a big commercial. Back then, that was like some level of success, And I remember this chick. It was at Dublin. She would never give me the time. She literally wouldn't say hi back to me when I said hello. Then I'm on a commercial, and she was like, "Oh, hi, I saw your commercial." And I was like, "You're treating me well now?" I was telling Eddie Griffin about it. I go, "So what's your question?" Like, he was already made it a little bit. He's like, "So like, you don't know how to like treat them because they were like such dicks to you, and now they're only being nice because you're doing well." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Here's what you do: have sex with them."
Wow,
because that's your revenge. Have sex with them.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're good at sex, if not, it's just fucking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah. It is shitty. Robbie from when he was still at Montreal, he would do this great thing where he'd call people like Whitney, and he'd be like, just to call, not to do anything, not to get them going, just go, "Hey, sorry, I missed the boat on you. I know you showcased for New Faces a bunch and we didn't take you, and clearly, looking back, we were wrong. Anyway, no offer or anything. I just want you to know that. And if Comedy Central called you with no offer, just like, hey, Theo, it wasn't me. I wasn't in this position before, but someone else here was. I know you blame the whole company. Just so you know, we're happy for your success. Clearly, we missed the boat. So that fucked us over.
Yeah.
And we're sorry about that. I hope you're having a good day."
Yeah, it would have been nice. There's nothing, but I
and
guess
then if they
that's
come to you
life,
6 months
huh?
later, be like, "Hey, you want to do this idea?" Like, maybe. You guys
Right.
seem cool. That apology. I didn't pick you up from the airport. I should have. I'm sorry. You can't just skate by it.
Yeah.
You got to own up to it.
That's fascinating, man. That's a good point. It's a real good point, man. I think a lot of that is just like, making some amends, having some.
I didn't do that right, and I'm sorry. It's just like I've had people turn on me left and right. So you know how few of them ever said, "Hey, man, I shouldn't have done that." Okay, forgiven. But most of them just go, "I hope it goes away."
Yeah.
And then when you become successful, like my friends have, they go, "How you doing?" I'm like, "You don't think I remember?" But they don't. They don't.
That's the worst, man. I've had it. You got another Celsius back there, Zach, or can you have Colin grab one? Thank you. That's the worst when I've had friends that have gotten successful that have done me wrong, and I still had to be like, not like subservient to them, but I knew I was never going to get any like apology or something, I guess that's just life though, huh?
Yeah. I've had people, thank you. That's 5 cents. I've had people apologize to Rogan about what they said to me. And it's like, what a weird Hollywood thing. You'll say you're sorry to the famous guy because you're afraid he might turn on you, but never to the guy you actually wronged. Or you wait till the famous guy called you out and go, "Okay, I shouldn't have done that." And it's like, be a fucking man or woman, but be an adult.
It's hard. And most of the women are trying to be men, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So it's like, be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Be a fucking man.
Be a man, ladies.
Be a man.
Sorry, I got us off on a not funny track. Let's think of something funny to talk about.
Yeah.
What about dating? What's up in the love life?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
These dudes' butts, man. They're so hungry for my cock.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Have you been doing, you don't do gay stuff, huh?
Sometimes. You gotta get in there and mix it up.
I've never done it, man. I think if I was in like the middle or a war or something, maybe.
Yeah. How long in the zombie apocalypse would it take for you to fuck a butt? No women.
Man or woman?
you ever fucked a woman butt?
I've probably been around. Yeah, I've done what I could anyway. It looks easier in a draw. You know,
Do you still do hugging conventions?
it looks easier in. Oh, you mean the orgasmic meditation conventions?
The huggings, you go over and like cuddle with people?
No, I never did that. What I did was the orgasmic meditation.
What is that?
They just had a documentary on it. Actually, I just watched
On
a
you?
little bit of it. Oh no, on the
On the
orgasmic
system?
meditation. It was called One Taste. This was a program.
I thought, yeah, to go over and keep women company.
Yeah. So this was the program, man. It's so funny you mentioned that, dude. You have such a good memory. So
Sometimes.
there was
Short term gone. Long term is still there. Yeah, I talked about it 10 years ago. That's why.
This one, they had this Orgasm Incorporated. It was
She's
called
cute. She can get it. That chick can
Taste.
get it.
She is the creator of it. I think her name was Audra something.
She can call herself whatever she wants.
So this was orgasmic meditation. I got invited by the lady that does Tommy Pickles' voice on Rugrats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she invited me. I met her on a podcast, and she invites me down to this meditation thing. Her brother, I think, had been in prison, and he was there. So next thing I know, I walk in. It's like this kind of nice ambiance. It's in a warehouse downtown, and there's people like having like little, cantaloupe and everything like that, little tray of this and that, little meats, select meats and stuff like that. And so I'm having a nice time, and then we all sit in the chairs. They start telling us what it's about, and then it's called orgasmic meditation. Then they get a woman up front on this table, and they take her underwear off, and then she like has her legs open. Yeah, this is it, kind of. She has her legs open on these pillows, and then the man puts on gloves. And they just picked two people out of the I mean, it was like Red Rover.
What?
Yeah.
So this dude is like, oh man, it's so embarrassing too. Like, it's like in class when they're like, who knows the answer? And you're like, don't call me.
Yeah. And this is like raising your hand, but with your pussy.
And so you got to go in there and just fucking.
Well, they teach you how to do it. They teach you how to you just use one finger and you do a certain amount of lotion and stuff like that. And first you have to describe the woman's vulva maybe or something. I don't know what it's called. Uvula?
Pussy?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to describe that. And it's kind of crazy because sometimes you're like, man, it looked like, it
looks disgusting.
Well, it looks like somebody made it with
gash.
a shotgun, but then sometimes you're like,
looks like she needs serious medical help.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, damn, this thing looks like a damn paper cut with a fucking positive attitude on it, like, so sometimes but anyway, you had to do that. And then you had to sit there and they had like a certain way you had to kind of pleasure the woman. Clitoral stimulation. Yeah. And the boss would walk around and tell you how to do it. So you would
like a yoga instructor is like, no, get your back.
Yeah.
Like oh wow.
And it would be 15 minutes of pure doing that.
And you did that? You reached in and fucking.
You have gloves on. So it's almost just like dyeing your sideburns or your beard. I mean, it just takes a little while.
In a way, I'm sure it is. In another way, it's really different than that.
But it was crazy, man. And then at the end, you all hug. They do a big team hug.
And you never fucked?
No, but there's people that want to fuck. I mean, like.
You must.
So then you get on the message boards, and now you're driving over to people's houses during the day and stopping over. And one lady over on Laurel Canyon up there, her dog bit. That's when I quit. Her dog bit me while I was doing the thing, and she wouldn't lock the dog up. And so I'm fighting with this lady, and her pants are just it was like, this is too much. I don't want to get a charge or nothing. And I'm not doing anything bad, But it was sometimes you go over and then they want set. You get them all revved up.
I bet.
And
They're like, hey.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just trying to do the program, dude. Because it'd be matched up. You get matched up with a 70-year-old. You get matched up with like a 21-year-old.
Yeah, and then you're turned on. I heard a story about Red Fox. He would ask somebody to go to the Comedy Store, the waitresses.
Mm-hmm.
His office was like down the street from the store. And he'd say, go ask those hot waitresses, guys, whatever, to come over to my place and say, Red Fox wants you to go over there. And I'll give you $500. He just wants to go down on you.
Mm.
That's it. And they're like, what do you mean? He goes, he wants to go down on you. I'll give you $500. And he goes, I don't have to have sex? Like, nope. $500.
Wow.
He'll go down on you. I'm like, well, okay. Celebrity wants to go down on me. $500. Not bad. I don't have to do anything. Once you're in there, he's going down on you and goes, hey, 500 more, let's fuck. And you're already in the mindset. You're already like, have this guy licking your box, and you're like, all right, fuck it, yeah, let's go.
Wow.
You wouldn't have gone for 1,000 for sex, incrementally.
So what is that? Is that like
you're already fucking rubbing a chick's fucking monkey.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, don't leave so soon.
And then he leaves and he's like, now you know why they call me Red Fox. Maybe he's like the menstrual starter and he just like starts. It's like,
yeah, the menstrual show.
Yeah, you worried you're pregnant? Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Damn, dude. And he's just wearing a chef's hat.
So racist.
Oh,
those
dude.
your kids?
Those are my nieces and nephews. They're good kids. They're pretty good.
The one's bad. You can see the one is bad.
Which one is he?
That one. He's got problems.
Oh, yeah, he does, actually.
Yeah.
He used to hide on the shelves and you come in a room and he fucking like a damn
really
gargoyle. Yeah, he was real wild. Have you had the chance to be an uncle or an aunt? Or
yeah, I'm an uncle a ton.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. My brother thought he was the cool uncle. And I was like, why would you be the cool uncle? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, cool. And I'm like, Michael, I fuck hookers, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I travel the world.
Yeah.
You might be a cool uncle in another family.
Right.
I'm a stand-up comedian, dude.
Right.
What do you get? Casual Fridays?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm the cool uncle.
Yeah, I'm the cool uncle.
They're all, when they want to experiment with drugs, who are they going to call? You or me?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, huh? There is something fun about being the cool uncle. Also, there's something that gets weird for me about being the still not married uncle.
Right.
Do you start to feel that at all? Like you're at an event and you realize, oh my God, everybody here has a spouse or a significant other.
Yeah, your friends from high school too, where they're like, what? Or they'll live through you. You go to the beach weekend with them, like, you're going to try to fuck? I'm like, no, I'm here with you guys. We're playing Can Jam.
Yeah.
And they're like, you try to fuck. And I'm like, guys, relax.
Yeah. And the only person around here is your wife. So I don't think you need to be egging this stuff on. And besides, she hates you. She's going to leave in about 6 months.
Exactly. I can see it. I've seen breakups. You haven't. It ain't going well.
Yeah, it is weird because you also start to be like, people are like, I don't know, guys are like, I don't know if I want that guy around, some single guy. And then also.
The wives start to hate you.
Yeah, the wives. And then the kids will get into college. And then, dude, I had a buddy of mine's kid was flirting with me. And I'm like, jeepers creepers, man. You know,
really?
An adult, you know.
Yeah, but
22 years old.
Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
But I'm like,
weird.
shut this down, you know.
You gotta fuck her.
No.
You gotta.
Nuh-uh.
I'm sorry, dude. The ruling's been made. It's out of my hands now.
I'd like a second opinion, Your Honor. Okay. And then it's a black dude in a chef's hat. It's like, fuck her, buddy.
Dude, I'm always telling my buddy's kid to like, she's like kind of not shiftless, but directionless. She's like, she went to a year of college and now she's trying to figure it out. And I'm like, hey, you should go travel. Same as I tell you, but I'm like, especially a 20, 21-year-old. I'm like, it's the perfect time. Take that gap year, find out what you're interested in. Go to South America. And I don't tell my buddy that I keep telling her that, you know, because I can't be like, what? Are you telling my fucking kid to leave the country, you know? But I'm like, I mean, as your kid's friend, yeah, I'm telling her like real advice. It's up to you to let her not go, but.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Do you,
She saw my special,
Arishaffir
Jew, on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, she loved it.
People are liking it. Have you noticed that there's been a good, well, I guess you'll probably start going out and touring more now, or what's kind of some of the plan after it? It is a plan, and you want people to see you. People want to see you.
People will. You know, I'm going to get lost a little bit, you know, take a little vacay, go to South America.
So where is a place that what's a place, because if I'm not doing drugs and stuff, what's a good place for me to go?
Oh my God, so many. Okay, what interests you?
Maui, I like, usually.
Okay, let's go deeper than that.
Okay.
We're further away. Let's another country.
All right.
What do you got? What claws at your head? You know, you got some weeds in there. What have you always been interested in?
I like Spanish.
Okay. What about Spain? What about all of Latin America? Any countries like kind of pop into your head of like, let me just throw some names out. Belize, Guatemala, Nicaragua.
Venezuela. My father's from there. That'd be cool.
Like good cigars.
Argentina.
Smoke cigars at all? Argentina would be cool.
Have you been there?
No, I would love to. Yeah, go to what's the main city in Argentina?
São
Paulo?
No.
São Paulo's Brazil.
Zach doesn't know it.
I'm good. I thought I knew it off the top of my head.
Damn, I should know it.
I know we all should.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. Start there, take some tango classes.
What's
Tim Ferriss went there
He
a long
did?
time ago. Yeah, and then fell in love with tango. Lived there for 6 months taking tango lessons.
Wow. Do you think?
Go there. There's great stay, and then go away from the city. You can get an Airbnb to have a home base there, and then like go on little trips and come back to that Airbnb.
Take my podcast stuff, do a couple episodes down there if I need to.
1,000% you could do that. Especially you do it solo a lot, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Next week is solo, guys.
Well, dude, then yeah. And you'd have all those experiences and come back, whip out a few. I just did this crazy trip doing this. Oh, I took my first tango, do an hour on that. And then like the next day, like I had another crazy experience, weigh in again, space them out, release them every week. Oh, if you could take your podcast shit there, for sure. Find an Argentinian comic who speaks English.
Or just any Argentinian.
100%. Interview them. Regular people shit.
Where is a place?
Yes, you could do that.
That is a good idea. I wonder if right after Christmas I have some time.
This is what I told Bobby, because he said guys might be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, well, so I got to finish whatever he's finishing in whenever it is. And then he goes, then I might have this thing. I'm like, put it in your contract ahead of time. You can't, you're done. No matter when it's whatever deal is finalized, you're done June, July. You're not available. We can start in August. And they go, well, we want you. He's like, it's already my deal. Start in August. I was like, talk to Theo ahead of time. Take the same fucking time. Dude, Buenos Aires, you know how jealous I am just hearing that the thought of that's a possibility?
It's that fun?
Oh my God. You take your podcast equipment, so take some Spanish classes. Go there and just enroll in a Spanish class. It'll give you some like direction every day. You'll meet some other people in the class. Plus, you'll be a nobody, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Walk the streets, no one will look at you. No one will say anything to you.
Yeah.
And you can do your podcast from there. God damn it, you've made a fucking perfect life. Fuck, I'm legitimately jealous at the thought of that.
I'm jealous at the thought of it too, and it could be a reality.
It could easily be a reality. You can grab this fucking mic and just take it and unscrew this thing and go.
I hope. What's a place where you've gone if you're doing so? Just so our audience knows, if people want to meet great food, where do they go? Because you've been so many places.
Thailand is great food. Mexico is like the star of Latin America for food. But I mean, there's also great food everywhere. But like, I'm trying to think. Europe is not as great for food.
Finding a wife, where do they go?
Vietnam, Cambodia. Yeah, you can fucking get yourself a nice one. Dude, I went to
I mean an actual wife, not a sex.
Oh. People like Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah. Learn to surf.
Yeah.
Down in the Florida Keys.
Yeah. It's a different place, but yeah.
Where else, dude?
Dude, I went to look for some live music. I was in, I think, Cambodia, and I was like, it was my day, my psychogeography of the desk. I'm going to find some live music. I'm going to sit with my notebook and do some writing. Couldn't find it. Eventually, it was like, I think there's some in this bar. Like, only on Mondays. I'm like, fuck. And then I kept all night, like, found some, and it was just an 80s cover band. Oh. And it was a sex bar.
Wow.
And it was all these old 62-year-old men, with their young women and young men.
Really?
Yeah. And they had a community. And so it was cheesy fucking beach rock, playing Cranberries and shit like that. And all these dudes. Yeah.
Some guy's getting a blowjob by like a 21-year-old.
And they're not in a rush because these girls are hanging out with them, and they're all talking to each other. They're all smiling because they're not worried about some chick bringing them down. They're just like, you have $8? Wow, it can change my life.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Dude, I would love to see you host a show like a 90 Day Fiancé or something like that. Because I feel like you'd have such a good take on where these people are from and some of the ambiance of these countries and the reality of them staying together and the bullshit,
Yeah.
If you did a recap of that, I think...
Talk to them like, what's it like? No judgment.
Yeah.
No judgment. That's the key. No judgment.
Because people go over there and they, somebody got a little calf with them or something. There's a lot of dowry going on and it's like you kind of don't know what's going on.
Some of them too, they'll be your tour guide / sex person for like a week or two, and then they're just like, I love you, it's like a girlfriend experience. And then they go, hey, I'm having trouble paying my rent, do you mind sending me? They're like, here's $500. And every year they're like, hey, my son's having surgery. It's like, here's $500. They get 6 or 7 of those guys on the hook. They're making their living.
Fuck.
$500 every 2 months with a different guy.
They used to have a guy when a lot of Nigerians, dude, and or Nigerias, whatever they call them, but whenever they were doing that thing where they were scamming people on the internet, scamming people's grandparents.
Oh yeah.
There's a comedian whose his grandparents got scammed, right? So he started his grandmother got scammed. I wish I could remember his name.
I know it was Bob Saget.
He worked with Bob Saget?
It was Bob Saget.
Oh, it happened to Bob Saget? Well, there was another guy that it happened to.
Yeah.
And it...
I like to replace, instead of like saying people's names, I'll just replace them with dead comics.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So this did happen to Bob Saget. Yeah.
Oh, no, I think it was Louis Anderson this happened to.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
So his mother got scammed. So then what he started doing was he started saying, he started contacting these people and saying, all right, I'll give you this money. They didn't know it was the grandson. I'll give you this money. If you do a reenactment of like the intro to or this scene from Seinfeld.
What?
And he'd send him a link to the scene, and then he'd have like 4 Nigerians send back like a spoof, like and he just kept putting these together. Oh, he played a couple of them for me. It was so ridiculous.
Dude,
bro.
Tebow does that. Jason Tebow does that with like sex. Like, hey, I'm horny, and he'd be like, "What are you up to now?"
Yeah,
he goes back and forth with him on like DMs, and he's like, "I don't know, thinking of killing myself. Well, what you up to?" I'm like, I need a man. And he goes, "Yeah, it's cool. I read any good books?" He just refuses. He just keeps him on the line. It's so great. Oh, it's so fun to fuck with him back. And you're like, you're not gonna get me.
Yeah, that sex, man. Getting into that sex work.
I wonder if that's how Bobby got his Twitter hacked.
Oh, is that what happened to
I
him?
bet he was like somebody was like, "You're so hot." And he was like, "Well, let me send you my passwords." I bet it must have been. Who gets scammed if you're not a grandma?
Did his Twitter get hacked? I didn't see that. What'd they do? Send out nudes or something?
No, they're just like, "Give me money. Hey, I need so. Can you wire me $200? I gotta make bail."
I got a buddy like that.
We knew a guy who got the Nigerian scam. These guys used to hang out at the store. His tweets are protected.
His account's locked now.
Protected
so if
by
anyone can
what?
help Bobby get his Twitter back, let him know.
If they're protected by Stevie, he's fucked.
Stevie Weeby. Yeah, and he said his brother was like, "Hey, he's acting like a dick to all of us. What's going on? Like, why are you acting like a dick?" He's like, "I'm about to come into some fucking money. You guys will all be sorry." And they're like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, dude." He started just being a complete asshole to everybody. And like, "Where are you getting this money?" He's like, "I know a guy, royalty, is getting out, and I got off." And they're like, "What?" Like, he fell for it. A 22-year-old.
No.
And they're like, "That's a scam." He goes, "No, it's not." And they were like, "Was he from Nigeria?" And they're like, he was like, "It's not a scam." Just realize, like, that's your natural state, is to be a dick.
Oh.
And
Yeah, money will make you see some things about yourself, man.
We gave Eddie Bravo a Red Band did. We were on the road. I think it was in Boston with Rogan. He got one of those fake scratch-off tickets. Handed out a couple like losers and one winner. They always sell them in like 3. So and Red Band's like, "Here, I got everybody scratch-offs." He gave Eddie Bravo the fake one. He gets 2 like cash. He goes, "Whoa." And we're all like, I was like, "Oh, I lost." You know, Redman's like, "I fucking lost too." And he's like, "I need one more cash sign." And he fucking hits it. We let him play it. He's like, "Oh my God, I won $10,000. This is crazy." And we're like, "Wait." And he goes, "Redman, I'm giving you $5,000. I'm giving you 5. That was so cool. The whole drinks are on me." And he was so nice. We're like, "Oh, fuck." We were like hoping he'd be a dick. And he was so nice. We're like, "Oh, we got to break the news to him." We felt so bad.
Oh, I'm glad you brought him. I got to text Eddie back. Actually, even saying that makes you feel like, dang, I need to message him. What else do we have? Some more news that came up.
Yeah, we got some stories here.
Okay.
Well, Elon Musk apparently fired a Twitter employee who disagreed with him.
You must love this, Ari, huh?
I love it.
You must love this world because Elon is now this sort of Geppetto of this world that was really that we don't need Twitter.
We don't. I deleted mine a year and a half ago. It's such a toxic place. It's such a, you can't say anything like, "Oh, I like this cactus." Like, well, there's a lot of other fucking vegetable fruits and trees that need help too. And you're like, oh, it's only there for apologies and
wow.
After they spoke out in Twitter and even the company's private Slack.
Yeah, I guess the developer was kind of Elon tweeted something about like the infrastructure of Twitter, and a developer was like, "He's wrong," and then Elon fired him.
Oh, guess what? These people lost their way. This Gen Z and even some millennials, they think they're powerful. You can't publicly talk shit about your boss. It's like, what world did you grow up in where you can just shit on your boss and think that's okay? And they all do on Slack. They go over people's heads. That's why New York Times can't write a real story, because you go over your boss's head to your boss's boss. And they go, hey, are you not printing the stories of the young black people? I'm like, no, I'm printing the stories of fucking college kids. That's why I'm not printing. It's like, what? And then I were beholden to the fucking employees instead of the employers. And Elon Musk's like, nah, I built $1 billion company. You don't, nah.
Yeah.
No, you're fired. Get out of here.
But don't
that
you...
lady who walked out on Chappelle got made as a guest on SNL for the fucking 8th time, you know? It's like, I'm walking out. It's like, or you could just write a pro-trans fucking sketch and make him be in it.
Yeah.
You know? You actually have a voice. You're going to walk out. If I was that boss, I'd be like, don't come back. It's okay. That's fair. No, you voice your opinion. Don't come back. We booked a guest, and you're an employee here. You're not allowed to walk out.
Do you think Hollywood has narrowed itself into a hole? I mean, I think a lot of you can't even make fun. The only people you can make fun of anymore are Russians, I feel like, or poor.
Even then, look at Top Gun. They just go the enemy. You can't even make fun of Russia.
Yeah. Or poor white people, they still make fun of.
Poor whites, yeah. Most of your family. They're like Theo's family. String them up.
I think that's why you get a lot of people that are so against
Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make fun of Jews. You can't make fun of blacks. You can't make fun of gays.
My new special, Arishaffir Jew, on YouTube right now. Guys, I'm fucking broke. Please go in there. Watch it. Donate. I need some fucking money.
That
I
is
can't
right.
afford pizza.
I do. One thing I loved about your special was the special was free, right?
Yeah.
And then one of the first comments was, it was like, who says Jews never give anything away for free? Now go donate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, here's this free thing, but give me some money.
Yeah, but it was. I thought that was really, really cute, though. But that's cool. Yeah, guys, check it out and make a donation there to support the freedom of comedy, also too. You know, I always wondered if guys like Rogan would create a platform that people subscribe to. You know,
that would be cool. I could see Segura doing it too. Like a $5 a month app
right,
on your Apple TV.
And you get a special a month.
Special a month, just content. Just content's coming out. And don't worry, it's going to be funny because the guy in charge is like, we want funny.
Right.
Will you have black people? Yeah, sure. We're booking funny people. We'll have everybody.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be like, fuck, we haven't had Arab comic in too long. Just get some open micer. Like, they're not going to do that, you know? So yeah, that would be great.
And that's, I guess, a lot of things get put on Rogan's shoulders, I guess, hypothetically, since he's such a force, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys like Segura, or even if like a group of comedians partnered up and said, okay, let's create this platform. We'll each put a special on it once every 2 years.
So you know what? They say, like, you make money on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say, like, if you're making money on YouTube and they're selling ads, YouTube is making money
Most
as well.
of the money.
Most of it.
Right.
Probably 80, 90% of it. Which is fine, whatever. They kick some down, so it incentivizes you to put stuff up. But what if we just made our own platform and we put stuff up on YouTube and there? This other platform where we get all of it, minus some operating costs. We just get all of it. That'd be a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, if we're making 10% of it and you can make, I've so far 3.5 million hits on that. I think I've made like 25 grand in ad revenue. And that's 10% of what they're making. So what if I made 250? Well, my special would be paid off. You know?
That's true.
Who's going to make maybe a few comics? The dream's out there. I don't have the wherewithal. Someone needs to put it in, and
I've mentioned it to some other comedians. I think it's
hard to make a platform that actually works well, doesn't lag and shit like that. But
right, I think you would get together, because say if you got, if you get 1 million people to subscribe at $5 a month, they know they're going to get
even ads, even free. Just come here, and then the ads come in just like here, but we get it all.
Right. I guess I was thinking of something that just had specials on it.
That too. That would also.
So
be
even
great.
if you started with that, you just had specials.
Yeah, a special a month for $5.
A special a month for $5.
You would need a lot of subscribers, because if you had 50 people, wouldn't pay for it.
Right. You'd have to have say if you get 1 million, right?
Yeah.
Which I think, say if you had enough certain comedians, you could get them all to say
split it up.
Right.
You could go by what views. You could decide after the end of the year.
That's 50 million a year. 50 million a month.
Oh my God, yeah.
So
no,
then,
no, 5 million a month.
Oh, if you got 1 million people, $5. Good call.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like, well, it's too good to be true.
And that's why
that's swamp math.
That's why you need
That's why you need an accountant.
That's why you need a Arishaffir Jew on YouTube. You got to have a partner in crime.
Yeah.
But
5 million a month.
So that's 60 million a year. So
good.
now we're working. So then if you paid the comedian, say you gave each comedian, whoever's going to put their special on, you gave them $2 million, right?
Yeah.
For their special. And then you said also, in 3 years, you get the special back. It's returned back to you.
You always own it. It's just here, sitting here.
Right. It'll sit here for a certain number of years, and then at a certain number of years, it'll go back to you.
Yeah.
And then every month you did that.
Split it up by downloads, whatever. And it's also, hey, if people are coming here to watch specials, keep it up there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you
Can I
keep
put
it
it
up
on YouTube
there.
as well. Sure, but you're getting less percentage on YouTube than here. Put it up on both.
But I think then you would have a platform that kind of sets comedy free in a way.
Sets it free.
I mean, it would only be free. I mean,
Making $2 million would be a lot more than losing $180,000.
Yeah.
Please donate, guys. I'm fucking so broke.
Yeah. We're gonna make a nice donation to it, man. Just to thank you for coming too.
Oh, nice.
And for your time.
I got some 50s. People donated $50. Some people
Yeah?
donated one, and I'm like, that's great. I get it. You don't have any money, but you want to be like, that was good. Here's something. I like those.
Is there a strong support from the Jewish community being Jewish, do you feel
Dude,
like?
I thought it might go negative, and it's not been that. It's been really like, people are like, this is awesome. This is clearly reverential to our society, making fun in a fun way, you know?
Yeah, what are the rules of that you can make fun of Jews or not? Like our joke about it, because
it's tone. If if you like, I don't know, if I say like, shut up, redneck, you know I'm joking. There's a tone behind it. Where if some other guy's like, shut up, redneck, you'd be like, hey,
Right.
no. There's like, you can tell a friendliness. So it's
100%.
like, it's tough to tell.
And even I guess, and if a joke is good too,
that helps too. If a joke doesn't go over, it seems more hateful than if it does go over.
Like me, Brian Dorfman and I always tell Jewish jokes to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is one of my favorite ones? It's like, oh, what did the one Jewish guy say? He goes, hey man, I'm sorry to hear about the fire. And he goes, shh, it's Tuesday.
That's what happened, Jeff. That's what Diaz called Jewish lightning.
Jewish
the insurance. He talked about some strip club burning down on Sunset. He goes, dude, it caught fire. It burned so much that the bus stop outside on the sidewalk melted. That ain't no fucking fire. That's where they went too hard on it. It burned harder than 9/11, dude, which we also planned. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one.
That's one of my favorite. That's a good one.
Remember the lady from Crackers?
Yeah.
Tom Segura took me there. He goes, hey, it's a break-even week, but it'll get you in, if you want to come feature for me. It'll just pay for your, flight, but she puts you in a hotel, so that's fine. Okay. And she started running with Jew jokes, and I was on stage, and she goes to Tom, she goes, should we throw quarters at him? Tom
really?
was like laughing. He goes, I don't think you should. You give people the power to like, hey, go nuts.
Yeah, that's true, huh? That's interesting. Did you feel like a lot of the Kanye stuff, like did you have people asking you about it?
Oh yeah. I think it was probably mislabeled.
What do you think is going on with Kanye?
I don't think he's happy with his agents. He's saying legitimately, he's saying the same shit that I've said for years. You call agents your Jews. I just call them your Jews. There's a lot of Jews in there. So it's a colloquial,
Right.
My
Jews,
literal
yeah,
agent is not Jewish, but he's one of my Jews. And when he goes, I'm going DEF CON on the Jews, he means he's going to fire his agents. He's just saying it. He's an artist. He's not just going to say, I'm going to fire my agents. That's not fun. I wish he'd do it through song. That's where he excels.
Oh.
But like, they're like, these anti-Semitic statements, like, guys, he doesn't, they write a narrative and then they go like, that narrative can't be wrong. So let's jump off from there. I'm like, I think your jumping off ground might be wrong. It's Theo's wearing a purple shirt, so he's gay. So as a gay man sitting here, he has to do this, and I'm like, wait, you might not be right about the gay part. Can we re-examine? Like, it's a narrative; it's already set,
right?
And so I just don't think he's that. And then you're pushing him deeper and deeper into like defending himself. You're pushing him to be anti-Semitic. He might have had one thought here or there that's a little off, and now you're making who's coming down on him. The fucking Jews are coming down on him. So now you're the oppressor. I just don't think it's all that. I think Kyrie Irving too is like, he saw a fucking documentary.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. He saw a Flat Earth documentary too, and he liked that one.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you how I even learned about Flat Earth. I'm at a pizza spot, Palm Springs. Yeah. 2 black dudes roll up on me. They say, do you think that pizza is round or flat? That's what they said.
Interesting. It's both.
Right. And next thing you know, for 1 hour, I'm sitting in an Italian spot listening to 2 brothers tell me about Flat Earth.
I'd love to hear that. Here's my advice to everybody. When you meet a crazy person, do not argue with them.
Yeah.
You've gained nothing. You will not change their opinion, and you will have lost the chance to hear their whole crazy argument. If you meet a QAnon person, you go, you're making some good points. What else you got? Just do your research. You won't get access like that.
That's a good point.
You know, if you get fucking Mike Shanahan going like, can I tell you about some plays? Like, oh, no, those plays don't work. No, just go, okay, I'm here listening. Just listen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, flatter. By the way, literally every person I know, maybe outside Joe Rogan, cannot prove to you that the earth is round. I think it's round, but I can't tell you why.
I would not be shocked if it wasn't.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I would not be shocked, dude.
Yeah, who the fuck was Galileo? He didn't even have fucking Spotify.
That was one thing that I thought was interesting that Kanye said was about like history, like the people, like whoever owns the world or controls the world writes the history.
Yeah,
that's fascinating, dude. Because I went to Cuba as a student. I went to Cuba, and the bookstores there, they start with when Fidel and Che had control.
Wow.
And you can't get a book.
You can't get it. That's like 1984. You rewrite the history. In Shanghai, Ho Chi Minh, excuse me, that's what they call it. They call it the American War, not the Vietnam War, because like this is just the Americans attacking us, which is one of the. We just drove out the French, and then we had a few years, and the Americans came in. They call it the War Remembrance Museum, something like that, and it's just about the American incursion. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess you have a different angle on it than we do. You were just living your life, and suddenly some fucking round eyes showed up. Start pushing you around. Oh yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting that, like, even in Rome, probably the Romans probably had the ability to write history.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing now. When Rolling Stones rewrites a list of like top albums, they're like, well, it was all white albums with a few, but it's like they actually make really good music. We should re-examine that based on like, you know, if I had to write top albums, it'd all be alt rock. You know, it wouldn't even be metal.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be able to write it.
Right.
But if I was in charge, it'd be all Arcade Fire 1 through 4.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, then the Killers 4 through 8. You know. Yeah, so you need some other ideas in there.
Yeah, that's sometimes what I think about Hollywood, like that I felt about Hollywood is like I would go into a lot of meetings, a lot of pitches and stuff, and it kind of felt like the people had it was like the same people.
Yeah.
Over a while, you know? Or the same mind, like not even
same mindset. Yeah, it's like you don't want a diversity of experience. You know, like we need some black people. It's like, well, go get Miss Pat. And like, nah, that's not the kind of black we're looking for. And like, well, go find them. It's not just like this. It was like whenever we did This Not Happening, it was like we needed this, we needed this. It was the same list of minorities. And I'm like, guys, these aren't good.
Yeah.
You got to go look. You got to go to Houston and find Ali.
I need a guy who has N-word in his name, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need somebody who's like, you know what I'm saying? Or I need somebody who
Brother
like,
Ali.
Yeah. Or somebody who's it just, I think that's one of the things about Hollywood that I think puts us in a place like Quentin Tarantino. What did he just say? If you're able to find that up, Zach?
Yeah, he just did an interview where he said we're in the worst age of movies of all time.
I agree. If you wanted to do a cop drama right now from the 70s, set in the 70s, you couldn't show the reality of that. So you're showing a fake version of it. Or you're just like, then do a cop drama set now because you can't show the reality. So then it's like, you ever watch like a show when you were growing up and all the cops like, shut the freak up. And you're like, all right. But you definitely didn't say freak a lot.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, all right, there's censors. Now there's like censors are even bigger. You can't just, I mean, when they did the Comedy Store show, whatever that was, that Madrigal was on.
Oh, was that when Adam Egget died? No, he didn't die. Who died?
It was about Mitzi and all that. It was like, so I'm dying up here. That's it. And then in middle of that, they had the Me Too movement. And they go, well, let's show the women in the 70s being strong, independent. And it's like, well, that's not what the fucking show was.
Yeah.
And just in the middle of it, they were like, oh, this just got lame because they're worried about fucking presenting a case instead of just like presenting the truth and something fun.
That's what gets concerning to me is Hollywood, like, are we starting to get to a point where we're not even presenting the truth, what's really happening, but also because it's the same type of people in there that we don't know they don't have a firm, just like
and they don't understand it, so they don't even know what they're taking down.
Right.
Sophie Buttle just had this. She made a fucking a joke in her special and calling attention to the fucking rapes of Indigenous people in Canada. And somebody's like, "Well, you should. These are troubling things." She goes, "Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing it up. I've been raped, and I'm fucking saying the similarities between what they've been going through." And they fucking Crave TV, fucking Cave TV, just fucking took it down.
Wow.
She's getting all these death threats, and she goes, I'm on the front lines of your fucking cause, and you're coming after me? Are you fucking nuts? They're so worried about it. They never understand their issue, and they just go like, get rid of it. And you're like, you're fucking guy with the black guy with the chef hat.
Yeah. Who wants a muffin?
Yeah.
You're like,
you're racist. Like, I'm me. It's crazy.
I know. And then that's when you start to fume up, I think, other people who are like, well, quit fucking picking on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, I'm from the South. I'm
not that guy.
But I'm not that guy. If we want to know who did slavery, let's
You've
go
had
back.
a black in this chair.
Yeah.
I know that hurt you, and you did it anyway. You had to disinfect this whole thing, but you're doing that because you're looking to change, Theo.
Be the change you wish to see. They call me Harvey Chocolate Milk, son. We out here, dog. Did you see that Dahmer thing?
No.
You didn't watch it?
Not yet.
God.
No. I heard a story about a friend of mine, grew up in the Midwest a long time ago when I was in yeshiva, I was in seminary. But he went over to somebody's house and he made a Dahmer joke, you know. Everybody got quiet. You know where this is going. What? Our cousin was one of the victims. No. And he goes, oh, I gotta go. Like, no, it's okay. He goes, no, I gotta go. I can't be here anymore. I'm so sorry.
And he left seminary?
No, he was in seminary. He told me the story.
Oh.
It was just so uncomfortable.
Mm.
But, you know, wrong audience for sure, but it's probably still a good joke.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that guy really did it, man.
Yeah, he really went for it. He believed in something.
He didn't like gays, man.
He loved them.
He loved them.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. He didn't
liked
want
them too
people to
much.
leave him. That's why he did it.
So they'd stay forever? Wow. You know, outside the box thinking. That's what we need more of in this country. Jeffrey Dahmer, hero, spelled his name with an H, you know? Who would have thought H in the middle of that? And who would have thought eat? That guy fucking outside
Eat
the
at
box.
Dahmer's. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be great.
Oh,
Dahmer's. And it'd be like burgers shaped like fingers and stuff, like, you know, a lot of chicken fingers.
A lot of chicken
like,
fingers, yeah. Chicken is just wink. The chicken's winking. Oh, we're going to Hades, boy.
Come and get it.
We're going to Hades. What else, man? What else is on your mind, Ari? Anything else for we?
Damn. I don't know. Let me think. I'm just
I'm going to look at some new studios today.
Oh, really? I got to get one, I think.
So I'm excited about that. Do you?
Yeah, I'm starting a travel podcast, and it's like I'm doing it at my home. I'll get you on there eventually when you have more time. But
Yep,
like,
I owe you a coming on, so
yeah,
I'm going to come on there.
But I hate when people are like, fuck, I'm busy. I'm always like, then let's not do it. Like, I'm not looking at anybody get rushed. But yeah, and I think I want to get like a studio like this so I can go and like have some more space.
Would that be in New York or in
It'd
LA?
be in New York.
It would.
Yeah. And then I'll just get like a backdrop I can put up in like a studio like this. I can just tape it up to the wall. Like,
or even like a thing. A man told me the other day, I was at a breakfast place and he goes, you know what you could use? Maybe a certain piece of signage where wherever you are, you take that. So that just,
pick
right.
it like this, and now it's like Theo Von's world.
Right.
You know, or whatever.
So it just signifies there we are.
There we are. Yeah, I want to do some of these. I'm going to do this travel podcast, and it's called You Be Trippin'. You can subscribe now, but it's not coming out yet. But what I want to do is some of them in a studio and some of them out there in the world. So if I meet some traveler in fucking Brazil and we're in the rainforest, I'm like, dude, let's shoot right here. This will be cool. We're in front of a waterfall.
Yeah.
You know, I did one in a hostel in Paris with this guy who's like traveling for fucking a year in just some hostel. And I'm like, this is cool. Let's do it here. This is a cool setting. It's not quite as good looking as you know a studio like this, but it has some uniqueness.
And there's the original element of the rogueness of it.
Yeah.
You know? There's that podcast that's not a podcast. Have you seen that podcast but outside? Have you seen that, Zach?
Yeah. They do. They shoot it out here on the street in LA. And
That's kind of interesting.
That's interesting. So each one is like who's walking by. I
Yeah.
like shooting them outside.
If they don't really go in, like I feel like they're pretty safe. They keep things pretty safe on there.
I've seen them. They were out on Santa Monica.
Oh damn! They set up a
WeHo.
chair and tables. Podcast, but outside. That's great.
They got Don Draper one time.
That's
out.
great.
They were in a
Me and Bobby Kelly, we do this a cigar podcast. 2 comics, 2 cigars. And it's just like me and Bobby Kelly or me and List, or just two comics. You record a fucking podcast just with an iPhone and fucking clap it and just like smoke a cigar and talk about it and then talk. So we did one at a cigar plantation, the Foundation Cigars, and we just went in the tobacco fields and we set them up and did it, and it just looks cool in front of a field of tobacco leaves.
You have it? It's on? It's online?
Yeah, that one's up there, I think. Two comics, two cigars. Yeah, from Foundation Cigars. Tabernacle.
Bobby Kelly's so funny, huh?
He's so funny.
He's a nice guy.
He's a piece of shit, but he is very funny.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, Bad Dog beats his dog, too.
Oh,
Like,
does
hard.
he?
It's uncomfortable, but that's like part of their culture, you know?
Adam Egget really pulls his dog around the city. I've seen.
Yeah, Austin.
It's almost like
Mistreats
a. Yeah, it's like a. It's almost like he didn't make the reindeer thing or something, and he's like,
What do you mean?
Like his dog was going to be a reindeer, but he didn't make it.
Oh, right.
Treats him like that.
So then he's like, you're a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
I was joking about Bobby Kelly, but Egget is a piece of shit.
I mean, it's ever since Norm died, he's kind of died.
Yeah, he kind of killed him too.
Yeah.
Norm was like, I shouldn't smoke. He's like, just smoke. What's the worst that could happen, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like he found out, I guess.
Oh, damn, dude.
It's sad. It's sad.
Oh, my God. All right, if you started
Holocaust
doing...
and I are too.
Who did?
Holocaust and I are Egget.
Is he really?
Norm said it, and look what happened to him. So actually, can you cut that out? I don't want any trouble.
Okay. We will.
Thanks. Yeah, shit. I don't want any trouble. That guy.
You don't want any trouble. If your next special isn't called I don't want any trouble.
That's a good one. I don't want any trouble. That's a good name of a tour too. Hey, Photoshoppers, get on that. Yeah, I don't want any trouble tour. You can put me in all sorts of positions.
No, dude. Photoshopper, your Photoshopper, I think, needs to be sentenced. Your Photoshopper makes me fucking squeam.
Oh, they all go nuts.
Times,
Shart
man.
and Torelli and all these guys. Comedy Photoshops. Yeah.
I'm glad there's an outlet, man. You know, you provide
those Photoshops I put out, I'm just like, hey, go for it. If it makes me laugh or cringe, I'm bound by the gods of comedy to put it. Who was that? Who did that one? That was Shart. That was Shart Salad.
Oh, yeah, Shart Salad.
It's just
great.
me. Yeah, he's great. It's just me underneath. If you're listening, it's just me underneath a fucking Nazi with a fucking German Shepherd on top, and I'm just hanging out in a fucking basement, just going watch my special Arishaffir. What creativity? What fucking creativity?
Arishaffir Jew. Is there something about being Jewish that other people don't understand? Because I've always feel
they
like
can't understand. I heard there's a theory that if you're more than 60 IQ points away from someone else, you actually can't communicate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So people like you will never understand.
Damn.
You know, the goys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
But you know,
lead
by example.
Do people look at being Jewish like? Is it? Because there's also a thing where like there's like Jewish hate, like Jewish like self-loathing or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, self-hating Jews. That's that.
Yeah,
that's
what is that?
It's like you're just like, ugh, I hate that in this thing. But ugh is a Jewish thing,
right?
You know, we invented ugh. Dude, when we were starting comedy, we had a self-hating gay, and that was his act.
No,
he was like, I know I'm gay, and it's disgusting.
Oh wait, I think I know him. Was it He's a seancer now, isn't he?
Is he really?
Yeah, I think.
It was the most interesting, unique take of literally any comic in my entire career.
He was so good. I think
he hated himself, and he was presented that to the stage of a self-hating gay. Didn't deny being gay, but thought he was evil for having these thoughts. It was so honest.
Well, is that something about? Because I'm just trying to think if there's stuff about Judaism that I don't understand. I'm sure there's a lot of things, right? But is there something about it that like?
What, like racially?
No, just like that. Is there? Because I have Jewish friends that always they just like it. They seem like like overwhelmed sometimes. Maybe like is it? That's not the word.
Oh yeah, it's the inbreeding. I talk about this in the special a lot.
Oh, there's inbreeding.
It's all inbreeding. So we're failing,
yeah.
like bodily. We're like falling apart. You know?
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have specific diseases that are made just for Jews.
And they did it from inbreeding?
Yeah, too much inbreeding. We've been fucking ourselves for too long. You need outside genes, or
but do Jews not want outside genes? Is that looked down upon?
Yeah, it's just like you only fuck Jews. But then it's like, well, that's a limited gene base. You know, I mean, Iceland is even more limited, and they have an app that shows if you're somebody's cousin.
No.
Yeah, you have to go to the app.
Damn.
So it's like it's a bigger scale of that. But if you can fuck anybody, well, now we got all sorts of genes. It's like the Ian Edwards bit. The hottest people are like halves.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. You get two ugly parents from different races, the kid is fucking gorgeous. So you get two parents with exactly the same thing. Their kid is fucking disease-ridden.
Oh.
Yeah. Big noses, fucking balding.
So do you have to marry a Jewish person or you don't have to?
I'm out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to also not eat bacon, but damn, it's good. Yeah.
Dude.
Bacon. You guys got that one right.
The LT. Who wants just an LT?
Who wants an LT?
Yeah.
What the fuck without lettuce and tomato on bread? What? Live your life. Who wants an LT?
Will people learn about being Jewish from your special?
Yeah, they will. They'll learn a lot. Mostly it's just there to laugh. You're just there to laugh. It's kind of like I'll compare to like Brian Regan or Nate Bargatze, where they're clean comics, but that's got nothing to do with it. You're just there laughing the whole time. And they're like, oh, did he not curse? I guess he didn't. It's like, you're just going to laugh. It's just a special. You will learn a bunch. But it's every one of these bits, I say like, these bits have to be good enough to follow Norman at the stand.
Yeah. God, he's good.
He's so good.
He's so good. Arishaffir Jew, you can check it out on YouTube. You can donate there after you watch it.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. Everyone's really liking it. Pass it around. Fucking play it Thanksgiving for your family and Christmas. Bring people together. It's something that you can talk about it. And like, I'm loving people. I've never had this in my career. People are like, I played this for my dad, or I sent my dad and we talked about it.
Wow.
It's generally like, shit, my dad walked in the room. I had to turn it off.
Now, is that enlarging your heart a little bit? Because you've always had a little bit of this kind of, a little bit of, not Grinch, but this.
Grinch, I like that.
Yeah,
Grinch
and that's the wrong word.
Grinch was a Jew. Pull up Grinch.
Was it Theodore Giesel was a Jew?
Yeah. Oh,
He was
really?
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who I was named after.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell me that's not a fucking one of mine.
Oh,
actually, he's got a really tiny nose. I might be wrong on that.
But the back hair.
The back hair, yeah.
I mean, I think it could have been half. My God.
What is that?
Bro,
what's that doing?
That's inbreeding.
What's that protecting?
If you have tricep hair, that's inbreeding. If you have sideburns on your triceps, bro. Yeah.
I have it here too. Yeah, I do. What the fuck? Come on, God. Give me a fucking break.
If you're Elvis Trapsley, then you are there. Arishaffir, man, thank you so much for continuing to make comedy, man.
Thanks, Geisel.
For being a part of, for just not even giving up on yourself when things were tough. I'm sure there were some moments.
It's a comedy store training. She beat us down too much. She can't beat
it.
us down anymore. I had an old lady made me cry so many times, and now it's just like, fuck, hurdle, I guess.
I forget how much you've been through.
Yeah. She made me, that's what I saw on ayahuasca. I talked to Mitzi, for real.
Really?
Talked to her in the
Wow.
fire. And she was like, I prepared you for all of this. I wasn't just a cunt for no reason.
Yeah.
I was getting you ready. It was basic training.
Yeah, it's orgasmic meditation, baby. Thank you so much, man. Arishaffir Septic Tank, you can check him out. You can check him out with Robert Kelly on the Two Cigars.
Two Comics, Two Cigars.
And
every other week.
You're tripping, road tripping.
You Be Tripping, just subscribe now. It's not out yet. It'll probably out in January, February.
You Be Tripping, subscribe now. And go see him whenever he goes to tour. He's back,
Dallas, Vancouver, Seattle's coming, Pittsburgh, Salt Lake, San Jose.
Are they on your website?
They're all on my website.
We'll put it up right here.
Arishaffir.com.
Arishaffir.com.
Put it up right there, yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jonathan Kite, and welcome to Kite Club, a podcast where I'll be sharing thoughts on things like current events, stand-up stories, and 7 ways to pleasure your partner. The answer may shock you. Sometimes I'll interview my friends. Sometimes I won't. And as always, I'll be joined by the voices in my head.
You have 3 new voice messages.
A lot of people are talking about Kite Club. I've been talking about Kite Club for so long, longer than anybody else. So great. Hey, sweetheart, here's the deal. Anyone who doesn't listen to Kite Club is a dodgy bloody wanker. Do you know what I mean? Hi, I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese and a McFlurry.
Sorry, sir, but our ice cream machine is broken.
No!
I think Tom Hanks just butt-dialed me. Anyway, first rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Second rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Third rule, like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts or watch us on YouTube, yeah? And yes, don't worry, my Brad Pitt impression will get better.